When in the course of human events it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands which have connected them with another, and to assume among the powers of the earth the separate and equal station to which the laws of nature and of nature's God entitle them, a decent respect to the opinions of mankind requires that they should declare the causes which impel them to the separation. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, that to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed, that whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it, and to institute new government, laying its foundation on such principles and organizing its powers in such form as to them shall seem most likely to affect their safety and happiness. Prudence indeed will dictate that governments long established should not be changed for light and transient causes, and accordingly all experience hath shown that mankind are more disposed to suffer, while evils are sufferable, than to right themselves by abolishing the forms to which they are accustomed. But when a long train of abuses and usurpations, pursuing invariably the same object, evinces a design to reduce them under absolute despotism, it is their right, it is their duty, to throw off such government and to provide new gods for their future security. Such has been the patient sufferance of these colonies, and such is now the necessity which constrains them to alter their former systems of government. The history of the present King of Great Britain is a history of repeated injuries and usurpations, all having indirect object the establishment of an absolute tyranny over these states. To prove this, let facts be submitted to a candid world. He has refused his assent to laws, the most wholesome and necessary for the public good. He has forbidden his governors to pass laws of immediate and pressing importance, unless suspended in their operation, till his assent should be obtained. And when so suspended, he has utterly neglected to attend to them. He has refused to pass other laws for the accommodation of large districts of people, unless those people would relinquish their right of representation in the legislature, a right inestimable to them and formidable to tyrants only. He has called together a legislative body that places unusual, uncomfortable, and distant from the depository of their public records, for the sole purpose of fatiguing them into compliance with his measures. He has dissolved representative houses repeatedly for opposing with manly firmness his invasions on the rights of the people. He has refused for a long time, after such dissolutions, to cause others to be elected, whereby the legislative power, incapable of annihilation, have returned to the people at large for their exercise, the state remaining in the meantime exposed to all the dangers of invasion from without and convulsions within. He has endeavored to prevent the population of these states, for that purpose obstructing the laws for naturalization of foreigners, refusing to pass others to encourage their migrations hither, and raising the conditions of new appropriations of land. He has obstructed the administration of justice by refusing his assent to laws for establishing judiciary powers. He has made judges dependent on his will alone for the tenure of their offices and the amounts and payment of their salaries. He has erected a multitude of new offices and sent hither swarms of officers to harass our people and eat out their substance. He has kept among us, in times of peace, standing armies without the consent of our legislatures. He has affected to render the military independent of and superior to the civil power. He has combined with others to subject us to a jurisdiction foreign to our Constitution and unacknowledged by our laws, giving his assent to their acts of pretended legislation, for quartering large bodies of armed troops among us, for protecting them by a mock trial from punishment for any murders which they should commit on the inhabitants of these states, for cutting off our trade with all parts of the world, for imposing taxes on us without our consent, for depriving us in many cases of the benefits of trial by jury, for transporting us beyond seas to be tried for pretended offenses, for abolishing the free system of English laws in a neighboring province, establishing therein an arbitrary government, and enlarging its boundaries so as to render it at once an example and fit instrument for introducing the same absolute rule into these colonies, for taking away our charters, abolishing our most valuable laws, and altering fundamentally the forms of our government, for suspending our own legislatures and declaring themselves invested with power to legislate for us in all cases whatsoever. He has abdicated government here by declaring us out of his protection and waging war against us. He has plundered our seas, ravaged our coasts, burned our towns, and destroyed the lives of our people. He is at this time transporting large armies of foreign mercenaries to complete the work of death, desolation, and tyranny, already begun with circumstances of cruelty and perfidy, scarcely paralleled in the most barbarous ages, and totally unworthy the head of a civilized nation. He has constrained our fellow citizens, taken captive on the high seas, to bear arms against their country, to become the executioners of their friends and brethren, or to fall themselves by their hands. He has excited domestic insurrections among us, and has endeavored to bring on the inhabitants of our frontiers the merciless Indian savages, whose known rule of warfare is an indistinguished destruction of all ages, sexes, and conditions. In every stage of these oppressions, we have petitioned for redress in the most humble terms. Our repeated petitions have been answered only by repeated injury. A prince whose character is thus marked by every act which may define a tyrant is unfit to be the ruler of a free people. Nor have we been wanting in attentions to our British brethren. We have warned them from time to time of attempts by their legislature to extend an unwarrantable jurisdiction over us. We have reminded them of the circumstances of our emigration and settlement here. We have appealed to their native justice and magnanimity, and we have conjured them by the ties of our common kindred to disavow these usurpations, which would inevitably interrupt our connections and correspondence. They too have been deaf to the voice of justice and of consanguinity. We must therefore acquiesce in the necessity which denounces our separation, and hold them as we hold the rest of mankind, enemies in war, in peace friends. We, therefore, the representatives of the United States of America, in General Congress assembled, appealing to the Supreme Judge of the world for the rectitude of our intentions, do in the name and by authority of the good people of these colonies solemnly publish and declare that these united colonies are, and of a right ought to be, free and independent states, that they are absolved from all allegiance to the British Crown, and that all political connection between them and the state of Great Britain is and ought to be totally dissolved, and that as free and independent states they have full power to levy war, conclude peace, contract alliances, establish commerce, and to do all other acts and things which independent states may of right do. And for the support of this declaration, with a firm reliance on the protection of divine providence, we mutually pledge to each other our lives, our fortunes, and our sacred honor.
Love it. You guys know we love it. That, ladies and gentlemen, was the most complicated man in probably political history. Definitely a complicated man with the founding fathers. That was Thomas Jefferson's writing of the Declaration of Independence. And the reading of that was John F. Kennedy Jr., gone too soon. And I'm telling you, those two are turning over in their graves, seeing what's going on today. But hey, we got them. We got them. We got their backs. And we are fighting for a different kind of fight that Thomas Jefferson and similar to what John F. Kennedy was fighting for. But we're fighting against the people that are running that money printer, those evil things that go on with that, and those quintillionaires that are sitting up there. And, we're doing it peacefully, of course. And we're just using our voice. It's all about an information battle, and hopefully we can win that. And again, I couldn't do it with better people. And again, when people are lied to about inflation, you ask the normal person, what is inflation? They'll just say those prices are going up. They have no idea where it comes from the money printer. And it's up to us to show people that it comes from there. And we are here to fight against that and the people behind that. And again, I could not ask for a better group of people to fight alongside of me than you guys. And I thank you very much for standing up with me against the tyranny of the money printer. What is up, guys? It is Monday, July 21st. It's the 21st, 2025. We're at the Bitcoin block height of 906,590. TikTok next block. Sorry, I had to start a little bit. My thing started a little bit late. Not my live, but my notification. I had a friend come in town today I just hung out with. I'll tell you about that in a second. Bitcoin Bacon Booty says first. You are always first. Bitcoin Bacon Booty. How are you today, man? Very good to see you. Yah says, put me in, coach. I got you, brother. How's everything? How are you? Oh, I'm so early today. That's right, Rye Bread. Good to see you, brother. How are you? Samantha Nakamoto says, hi, Jerry. Hi, chat. I say hi, Samantha Nakamoto. Very well to see you, man. Very good to see you. Put you here. Samantha Nakamoto. Very good to see you, man, as always. Jay Remmer says he's here. I'm here for it, Jay Remmer. How are you? Everybody's piling in. We got 15 in here, you know. Just another manic Monday. Wish it were a fun day. It was a fun day yesterday, Meggie. How are you? Good to see you, Megs. I know you had a great weekend with the kiddos. Ricky Ricardo, is Bitcoin the next Bitcoin? Yes, it is. Are you a real person, though, Ricky Ricardo? Let me know. Hit the like button, everyone, please, and thank you. I could not agree more, Jay Remmer. I appreciate you, my brother. And we're going to start off with block 590. We're going to do some spins today, as always we do. This is the Wheel of Satoshi, guys, for those that are new here. Let me know if you're a real person, Ricky Ricardo. Sonny says, hello, friends. Jerry, of course, don't put me on the wheel. As you know, my friend, we'll be here any minute. Just dropping by to hit the like button. Thank you, Sonny. Sonny is in Las Vegas. And Sonny decided to come in the sun. And I just got done hanging with Sonny Verma. Me and him hung out for about an hour and a half. And I had to go do my show. He had to go do his thing. And we had a good conversation. Sonny is a very, very smart young man. Very smart. He's a lot bigger than I thought he was. The guy's almost my size, man. He came to the car. I was like, wow, that's a big dude. Sonny's a good guy, though. Very nice guy. Very smart. And he just started Bitcoin 2 months ago, man. And he's part of the Bitcoiners for Freedom group. And he reached out to me, said, hey, man, can we meet up? I said, of course. You're a freedom fighter, man. You're the Bitcoiners for Freedom group. So it was very cool to see him and very nice to meet him. And hopefully I'll see him Wednesday, too, if our schedules get going. So good to see you, Sonny. I hope you have good fun with your friend. And thank you so much, brother. Lauren says, good evening, everyone. Lauren, what's up, my boy? Lauren Stern, how are you? And thank you for your support, Sonny. I appreciate you doing that, hitting the like button. Backbiker says, what's up? We say, what's up? And Jenny Legendary's in the house. Jenny, listen, I want to thank you again, ma'am. It wasn't for you, I wouldn't have got as many sats as I did this weekend. You sent me 123,456. She has the record. Her, Shortman, and St. Roosevelt. And because she sent that, Shortman sent his in. And because Shortman sent his in, St. Roosevelt sent that in. 3 humongous zaps really helps this channel tremendously. My sat cost average just went up crazy because of that. And thank you. And it was all because of you, Sonny. And also you too, Shortman Trent. I appreciate you. And also thank you so much, St. Roosevelt. But it wasn't for you, Jenny. Jenny Legendary. I wouldn't have done that. So again, thank you 1,000 times, Jenny. You are the best. I'm here in the background. Okay, got you. Gone way too soon. Yeah, very soon. Way too soon. Here in the background as well. Got you, man. Thank you. Sup, everyone? What's up, Eric? 182. How are you? You want me to put you on the wheel? Shortman says, yo, the Bitcoin technician. How are you, Trent? Good to see you, man. Thank you again for that huge donation, man. I really appreciate you, brother. What's going on, Stackers? Vic Shoots. My man out of the beautiful, sunny San Diego. How are you, man? Sonny says, it was nice meeting you, Jerry. Thanks for dropping all that knowledge. Oh, God. You sure I dropped knowledge? I hope I didn't make you dumber, man. I appreciate you saying that, bro. Thank you, man. Sonny, you're a smart guy, man. And you are going to be a very, very wealthy young man. Jen got her new picture. Did she? Oh, the doggy, yes. She sure did. GOW, what's up, Jerry? Everyone else, what's up, GOW? Good to see you, man. How are you? Very good to see you, sir. Always. Good, man, having the kiddos listening as well. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I'll try to watch my language. Thanks for the warning, sir. I appreciate it. I'll try to keep it PG. Less than 13s. I know your kids are young. So I appreciate it. What in the world? Bluntman Bitcoin became a YouTube member. Thank you, Stephen. But I thought you were already a member, my brother. Or you were just buying so many memberships. Thank you so much, bro. You know that helps the channel. And he's on a mission, man. He wants to get a certain amount of memberships to the channel, and that's a huge. He has a huge goal to do, and he wants to do, and I'm here for it, man. So, Steven, nice to see you, man. Thank you, brother. It's a little cooler today, right? Nice to see you, and thank you so much for that, man. That kind gesture. I appreciate you, brother. Seriously. I'm okay. Pulled all nighter last night, so I'm going to sleep very well tonight. Hopefully. Yeah, I was up for real too, man. I haven't got a lot of sleep. Neither did Sonny. Sonny didn't get a lot of sleep either. Yo, thank you, man, so much. Just dropping a like on the show, brother. No time for the wheel this time. Okay, Eric. No doubt, bro. Thank you. Howdy, folks. Sin Diesel. What's up, my boy? Sin Diesel, how are you, sir? Always good to see you. Sensei. Sincere, the Renaissance man. Mr. Philosopher. How are you, man? I was. Okay, good. Woohoo. Woo, blunt, pass. Yes. Jenny's. Lawrence Stern. Yep, he's cuter. Yes, he is. Gifted 5 Jerry Loves Freedom memberships. Wow, Steven. I guess you're trying to hit that goal, huh? I appreciate you, bro. My gosh, man. That is that's incredible. Thank you so much, man. And if the people, one of the people or 5 of the people are here, make sure you thank Jenny for doing that, Otis for doing it, and now Steven. Steven wants to break the record for memberships. So thank you, Steven. I appreciate that, man. Golly, that helps, bro. Thank you. It's all good. They have an older brother. Okay. I cuss like a sailor sometimes, Vic. Ouch. Ricky, Ricardo, Monique, Shelly, the Spark, Kelvin, all got memberships on behalf of Blunt Man. Thank you very much. Cheers, Jerry. Cheers to you too, bro. Thank you so much, man. That's very nice of you, man. I'm doing great, Jerry. How about you, me, Armino? I'm doing good, man. Doing good. I was out and about today. I was hanging out with Sonny Verma. He's in town for a sports thing. And, he said, let's hang out. And I hung out with him for about an hour and a half. And we was just driving. We went to Fremont Street for a minute. We got out the car. We were like, yeah, it's too hot out here, man. So we just drove around and talked, man. Talked Bitcoin. So that was cool, man. I'm glad to hear you're doing well. Thank you for asking, Sin. I appreciate you, bro. Neo says, good afternoon, guys. We say good afternoon, Neo. How are you, bro? Always good to see you. 92. Always good to see you, man. Anonymous. Put them here. Anonymous. Put Flipper down here. Put Hodler here. Good to see you, man. Always. What's the membership record, Jerry? Do you know? I think it's Jenny. Jenny has the most. Jenny's given out a lot. A lot of them. Don't forget to smash that like button, guys. Thank you, Jenny. I appreciate it. Yeah, Jenny's giving out a lot. I ain't ever going to get a membership gifted. Maybe it'll come, man. It'll come. Very cool. Thank you, man. Be seeing you soon, too, Cindy. GOW. Apparently, they got the memberships by lurking. There's never really people in the chat that get one. It should be the opposite, if you ask me. That's just me, though. I was told you had to chat to get it. LOL. I guess it's the opposite. I've been offline for about a week. Yeah, I seen you, man. Everything good with you? We missed you, man. No worries. Jerry rigged it already, Jenny says. Yes. Seems I was lied to, GOW says. Hi, Jerry Flipper. Hey, honey, how are you, Flipper? How are you, young lady? You staying warm, honey? What's going on? Thank you for saying hello, sweetie. Darn, Jen, might as well hang around and see what happens. That's right. That's not what I mean, Jerry. I mean, what is your max amount of people you had as members? Oh, I don't know that. The max amount is what I have right now. Because the memberships just started a couple months ago, GOW. GLW, I think there's a setting that you got to turn on. Okay. Yep. Could be in your favor. Yeah. Not even. I see too many people I've never seen before in the chat. Okay. I'm good. We went fishing today. Okay, good. Good, Flipper. You catch something or what? Thanks again, Steven. That was really nice of you, brother. Thank you. Let's see. I got Samantha Nakamoto. Yeah. Backpacker. Got you. We're doing our thing, man. We're doing our thing. My mom is letting us watch while we clean. Okay, good. Yeah, I'll be seeing y'all doing your chores and have me in the background. That's cool. Hope I ain't boring you to death, Flipper and Hodler and Anonymous. So I'll try to make it some fun for you guys, okay? Nice, Flipper. Did you get a good catch? Yeah. Everything good, Jerry. Just Lil to unplug. Just need to unplug from the matrix from time to time. Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't blame you for that, bro. Do not blame you, sir. Yeah, you got to do it, bro. That's what I'm doing. Chores with Jerry in the background. Lots of laundry. Okay. Everything good. Just like to unplug. Got you. Heard there was a setting to turn on to accept gift membership to be selected, but never found it. Okay. A bass and clams. Nice. That's a nice catch. Very nice catch. We're going to spin the wheel 30 minutes after, guys. Lawrence Stern Giodo. There is a setting, but even still, you have a better chance if you aren't in the chat much. Huh. Maybe that's encouraging them to get in the chat more. That's what I'm thinking anyways. Way to go, Flipper. Yeah. Absolutely. We're at the Bitcoin block height of 591. We're going to start with 590. We're going to go from there. And then today's Bitcoin price is 117,340. But that's not the important part. The important part is how many sats you getting per dollar. And today we're getting 852 of those things for $1, guys. You have to click the 3 dots to turn membership gifting on, but it's on by default. Okay. Thanks for letting you know. After you click the subscribe plus button or join button. Okay. Well, thank you for letting us know, GOW. GOW is one of our newest members of the Bitcoiners for Freedom squad, and he's been very, very active in there. I love to see it, man. Love it. Yes, I got gifted one from some live video. I never said a word in the chat, just a random email I saw a couple of days ago. Later, that I was gifted one. YouTube's way of outing you. Wow. Good to know. That's crazy. Okay. Crazy. You learn something new every day. And speaking of the Bitcoiners for Freedom, if you'd like to get on this map, let me know. I'll put you on there. If you want to become a real member, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It's free 99. We got 2,399 subscribers right now. Lost one over the weekend, but it's okay. Got to do what we got to do. Trump was never friends with him. Yeah. You know, but we love it. You know, we love it, guys. We're here for the, not the number go up, but we're here for the revolution. You know what I mean? And at that price we talked about earlier, this is what the Bitcoins are going for at what rate? So you got 12 Bitcoin going for 117,530 on that exchange. And again, every time you see somebody buying, somebody selling. And this is the order book right here. CoinGlass. And I look at this and see what's going on. And it's all about supply and demand. And people don't understand what real scarcity is until they run into it. Until they run into the brick wall of scarcity. And people are going to run into that. It's going to be absolutely crazy when they do. And this right here is coin companies marketcap.com. And as you can see, guys, Bitcoin is in the number 6 spot right behind Amazon at 2.344 trillion. Let me update that. Make sure we're updated. Yep, 2.335 now, right behind Amazon. Amazon's been gaining a little bit. But as you see, gold is king at the number 1 spot at almost just under $23 trillion. When are we going to catch him? I don't know. Jerry, do you understand TA? TA. What do you mean TA, sir? I'm sorry. Hello, Secura. How are you? Good to see you. GOW's daughter. Quiet young lady. How you doing, man? How was your weekend? Technical analysis. No, I don't. I'm not, brother. I'm not a technical guy at all, bro. Charting, etc. No, I don't. Technical analysis. Nope. I don't even know what TA means. Yeah, I don't understand it, man. I'm not a technical chart guy, man, to be honest with you. I think I went to Jerry's page to turn on membership gifting, and 5 minutes later, I did get one. Oh, nice. Thank you. Appreciate it. I guess you got it from my boy Bluntman Bitcoin. Jerry, did you see the news regarding Malcolm Jamal Warner? Yeah, I did, man. I saw it right before I left the house to go see Sonny, man. I did, man. I did. I felt like losing a classmate, dude. Growing up watching the Cosby Show, felt like losing a classmate. Dude is only a couple of years older than me. Yeah, he was young, man. He's in his 50s. You know what I mean? How old is he? Oh man, he drowned, right, or something. Oh my god, man! Every year, man. That's a tough one. 54, yeah. Young, man. Young. Wow, man. I studied charts for thousands of hours. I was a trader before finding Bitcoin. That's a sad one. That is a sad one for me, bro. We grew up on the Cosby's every course. You know what I mean? Edson, my mother told me after someone told her. Sad, very sad, man. Very sad. Don't forget to join the Signal Group, all you that are members now. That's where the party happens. That's right, GOW. And he says, and hit that like button, guys. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, that was sad, Cindy. Very sad, man. You know. But, he was on vacation with his family in Costa Rica, drowned while swimming in the ocean. God, man, that's not a good way to go, man. That's one of my worst ways to go, man. I was in the Navy, so I used to be terrified of that. When we used to be on the ship at nighttime and our ship be going, just going and going. And I remember I'd be out in the back of the ship and I'd see, just the water going past us. I'm like, man, if somebody fell off the ship, they're done. You know what I mean? That, getting eaten by a shark, and burning. Those are my three ones I do not want to do with, man. I want to go. I don't want to go. I want to go in my sleep, hopefully. But we'll see. It's sad, Cindy. Very sad, brother. Jerry, if you get over 50 people in here while I'm here, I'll gift some more memberships. Thank you, Steven. Appreciate it, bro. Yeah, we're growing slowly and organically. And by the way, I got some Zaps, man, I want to talk about. Even before the show started, which is crazy. So at 7:44 a.m., somebody sent me in 5,000 sats this morning. I was like, wow, thank you. And then right before the show started at 3:49 my time, got another 5,000 sats. So thank you so much. Whoever did that, I appreciate that very, very much. Whoever did that, can you let me know? Reverse jackpot, I just got it, but did you stream? Yes, I thought you only stream weekdays. Yes, I did. Good to see you, Reverse. Yeah, I did stream yesterday, brother. How are you, sir? Very good to see you, man. Reverse jackpots. Yep. I'm going 7 days a week now, apparently. I'm going to try to do a Satoshi Saturday, a regular video in the morning, and then I'll do a live, in the afternoon. Then I'll do a quick little Sunday one too. Just for the people that can't maybe make it on the weekdays or something, because I'm having people telling me they want me to do it. So it's just a reminder we have to live and appreciate what we have today, folks. Absolutely, son. This is why I do the 80-20 rule, my boy. I 80% of the time I do working, but the other 20% of the time I do having fun and spending time with my family and just enjoying life. And then 80% of my discretionary income goes to Bitcoin. The other 20% I go just to have fun. Because you never know, man. You got to plan for the future, but you got to live for today. You have to, man. We're not immortal. Good point, Sin. Jerry, what's up, bro? I sold 3 altcoins that I had decent profits in. I'm sitting on a huge pile of cash now, over 50% of my portfolio in cash. Nice. Wow. Jeez, man. I think you know what to do with that, don't you, sir? Not financial advice. Good to see you, VHF. How are you? Guess you're good. Can we get one of those crazy Jen birthday wheels again? That was crazy. That was crazy, man. That was crazy. LOL Blunt. Not every day is Jen's birthday, Sally. Yeah. Yeah. Facts. Yeah. Thank you, Sin. Thank you, bro. It's sad, man. Probably not until I turn 50, man. Yeah. Dang. I know. Hey, finger pick. What's up, brother? Good to see you, man. How are you? Welcome in. Word on the street is Trump bought a lot of Bitcoin. You guys hear about that? Too many top signals, bro. I got spooked. Okay, I hear that, bro. Memento mori. If you don't know what that means, look it up and act accordingly. I don't know what that means. He's living on momentum now. Is that what that means? Sin? Yeah, man. It's again, nothing's promised. Tomorrow is not promised, ladies and gentlemen. This right here is the Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index, and it's down, which is good. I love when it's down. The more it goes down, it means the price is going down and people are fearful. And I buy when people are scared. When blood in the streets, that's when we eat, guys. But it's in the green still. Relatively speaking, they're not too fearful, but more fearful than they were last week. They were real greedy last week. Got up to 74, the fear and greed index. So get more greedy, guys, please. And thank you. But yeah, I'm hearing Trump bought a bunch of Bitcoin, which is not surprising. We're going to talk about that a little bit today. Because again, when you look at who's owning this Bitcoin, you talking about a scarce asset, man. You don't know scarcity till you got some Bitcoin, and Bitcoin's price starts running up. You know what I mean? But speaking of Bitcoin, our boy Michael Saylor bought some more Bitcoin. Apparently, let's see what he's doing. What we got here? Strategy investor presentation. They got the presentation. Let's see where he did it at. 5 hours ago. Try not to go too fast. There it is. MicroStrategy. 6,220 BTCs. I sold my Ethereum Cardano on H-bar. Good job, brother. Good job. Congratulations, VHF. Yes. Sin, yeah. So they sold 6,220 Bitcoin for 740 million at 100 and about 19,000 per coin, and has achieved Bitcoin yield of 21% year to date. As of July 20th, 2025, they hodl 607,770 Bitcoin. And when you see this thing right here, guys, 6,220 just yesterday, that means 6,220 entities, human beings, companies, governments, or whatever cannot have these Bitcoin. It's gone because they're not selling it. When you know what scarcity is, you know what scarcity. That is incredible what they did. Commercial break says, hello, folks. We say hi. Commercial break. How are you, sir? Good to see you, man. Glad you are back. Thank you, man, for coming back. I appreciate you, bro. And you don't know real scarcity, man, till you run across an asset like this. When you see a guy take off 6,220 off the market to never be sold again, it's crazy. I went all in on ETH. Okay, BCB Samantha. Memento mori is an artistic symbol or trope acting as a reminder of the inevitability of death. Yeah, figured as much. Figure as much, Samantha. You're a very smart lady. Thank you. Now I wait for the rest of my Fiat coins to get into profits and dump. Then I wait for the bear market and buy Bitcoin. Good. It sounds like a good plan. I like it, VHF, especially when you sitting on all that cash, my friend. Love it. I love it. Institutions now own over 847K Bitcoin, a little over 4% of the network. Is that including that's including ETFs, I'm guessing, right? Oh no, that's not institution. ETFs are 1.2, almost 1.3. Just regular institutions, huh? Good morning, team. Matt, what's up, my brother? How are you? Put you on the wheel, sir. 6. Always good to see you, Matt. How's everything, sir? Add the ETFs to that too, and you know what time it is. Stack harder. Oh my God. I was telling Sonny this in the car when we were riding. I said, every day, and you're absolutely right, son. Every day I wake up, I'm like, does this thing run? Is the price up? Is it crazy? Because one day it's just going to go crazy. I just cannot believe, guys. How in the world in 2025, well, like you said, over 2 million coins gone with institutions and ETFs? How are we getting 852 sats for $1? Can you explain that to me, Sin? Because I don't know, bro. Hi, Sin. Bear market was supposed to start back in May. Otis Hare Jr., my Bitcoin son. How are you, sir? Good to see you, man. I watched part of your video today. No, I watched all of it. I didn't get a chance to comment as I was watching it on TV. Good video, Otis, as always, of course. We love Otis here, man. How you doing, my boy? Every day I have two choices, stack harder or stack harder. I ain't no slacker, bro. Every day I have two choices, slack harder or stack harder. I thought you missed us. Thought you spelled it wrong. I ain't no slacker, bro. Yeah, exactly. I ain't no slackers in my family, son. We can't be slacking, man. You know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about, bro. Otis, not until 2026, brother. Yeah, VHF said we're going to the bear market next year. Which, according to the charts, that's the third year. It's always messed up. What's up, Jerry? What's up, not financial advice? How are you? Love that name, by the way. Good to see you, man. Not financial advice. Otis, boom. Yeah. All right, we're going to spin here for block 590. It's about 30 minutes after. For real, though, XRP has gone straight up in 1 month from $1.90 to $3.60. That's a good trade in my book. Yeah. Hey, man, get your money. Get your fiat and then trade it in for Bitcoin. Get your profits from that stuff, man. If you know how to do it, do it. I know you know how to do it, Steven. And I know you know not to trade Bitcoin. When I see people trading Bitcoin, I'm just like, do you really understand it? You know. Oh, not sure. Sorry. Good. What about you? I'm good, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. And I'm glad you're doing well. Thank you for asking. Good to hear that. BTC Bug says, what's up, peeps? Yo, what's up? BTC Bug. Good to see you, man. How are you? All right, we're going to do a spin, Jenny. First spin of Monday, July 21st. 21st is always a good day. 21st, you're supposed to smash by some sats on the 21st. Maybe 210 or 21 sats or 2100 or whatever you want to do. If you want to celebrate the 21st of every month. This is the hardest money in the world, ladies and gentlemen. And as a reminder, this is the blockchain. This is the base layer of Bitcoin. Every time a block comes out, we're going to spin the wheel. And there's 6 numbers here. 906,590 blocks have been mined since January 3rd, 2009. And every block, there are transactions, fees, and a subsidy of Bitcoin that comes out. This is Epoch 5, the block subsidy for the next 210,000 blocks. Less than that now. It's 3.125 Bitcoin. Well, our block subsidy, because we're going to celebrate, we're going to name the last 3 numbers of it. 590 is the first one. The block subsidy for the wheel is 100 Satoshis. And if your name lands on that, you will go down as the winner of the Wheel of Satoshi for that block. So your name will be written in history on this channel. So good luck to the first spin for Monday, July 21st, 2025, block 590. Good luck, and let's spin this thing, and let's see who can win this thing. My poor RSP fam is going to round trip and be salty in the next 2 years. Yep. Too many grifters telling them it's going to 100. Yeah. Dear Remmer. Congratulations, sir. 591. If all coins rip this cycle, the distraction will be epic. Yeah. But it'll get people into crypto. Then they'll get into Bitcoin. You know, I'm normally in the background. Life is good, headed to work so I can buy more sats. I know that's right, bro. No, that's right. I'm still holding a bunch of different alts that are in the red. It's okay. 21 million sats if you are really balling. Whew. Yes. That's a lot of money. What's that, about 22,000 right now? 23,000, 22,000? How much is that right now, short man? 590. J Remmer, who? J Remmer. Nice. I'm going to get 100. I'm going to get to 100 Bitcoin. Okay. Thought you was there already, Otis. VHF, what is your sell point for XRP? Good evening, guys. Frankie D, how are you, sir? Good to see you, man. Frankie D the fourth. Frankie D the fourth. Good. Glad to have you back, brother. What prevents you from selling today? Good question. Jen, Sin, you're the winner. VHF, SD, Jen. Jen, I already sold all my XP for a 4x profit. Nice, VHF. Otis Harris Jr., hello, hi. Oh, good. I thought you meant you still had some. Yeah. Something just happened on strike. Payment received, 111 sats. Thank you so much. First Zap on strike today for 111. I believe that's Samantha. I'm not sure though. I think so. If it is Samantha, sound off in the comments. Thank you if it was you. And thank you to whoever it was. But what was the profit in Bitcoin terms? Good question, Matt. Alive and well today. Yeah, that's true. You bought it at a certain amount. What kind of Bitcoin could you had got though? No, Jen, I have a bunch of different alts from XRP. Gotcha. I misunderstood. Sorry. No doubt. Matt is would have done better just buying Bitcoin for the last 4 years. Yeah. Matt, I would have. Yeah. That's how it is, VHF. Samantha says 111. Thank you, Samantha. I appreciate that very much. Samantha, you are too kind. You really are. Really. Thank you. Samantha, ever tell you I dated a girl named Samantha? I don't know if I have.
Samantha right here. Hello. And we're gonna be talking about cryptocurrency. Do you know anything about cryptocurrency?
No, zero.
Do you know anyone who's invested in crypto? You know anything about Dogecoin? Any of those things?
No. I think it's nonsense, to be honest with you.
Why do you think that?
I don't trust it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why? Because a lot of scammers. What kind of things do you feel?
I work too hard to risk losing the money that I work for.
So you just think
if I can see it like actually in my hand or what I know to be in my bank account that I've known for a long time, that I trust it. But I just don't. But I guess I don't know enough about it either.
Okay. Well, thank you for that combo.
Yeah, Samantha seems like a nice girl. She really does, you know? She really does. I thought it was a girl named Savannah. Maybe. Okay, I'm done my smoke break. Got a pitter patter, and I'll be in the chat in a bit, fam. No doubt, bro. No doubt. Still never heard of this Samantha. Me neither. Yep. We all have done it, VHF. I did like 7 years of alts. Wow, 7 years. Wow. Sin thinks that's funny. I do too, Sin. I'm holding a few alts, but 95% of all my net worth is in BTC, besides my equity in my home and my business. Nice. That's a good percentage. I hope it wasn't that Samantha. LOL. Yeah. Nah, it wasn't her. No, if it was her, yeah. But I like her because she said she don't know nothing about no Dogecoin. You know? I think that's short man's way of telling us he is a slow learner. Are we all? Aren't we all, Jenny? All right, Jenny. J Remmer won block 590. He's the winner of 100 Satoshis for today. That was the first spin. Let's see who can win the second spin for 591. That'd be Trent. Trent, one of our legends here on the channel, just won some Satoshis. The guy that buys every hour on the hour, a lot of Satoshis every hour on the hour. He made a video showing his hourly buys, and I like his hourly buys. $2.10 an hour. So that's what I'm talking about, brother. I said, I want to be like you when I grow up. I'm only at $1 right now. I'm at $1 an hour. My boy's at $2.10. Get it? 2 1. Love it. TB Tizzle. See, Trent, I gave you crap and you win. Yeah, look at that. Short man's the winner. Nothing short about a stack, though. I'll tell you that. Ain't nothing short with that stack. But yeah, man, we're just cruising. You know, Trump's buying Bitcoin. And he's doing a lot, man. He's doing a lot. And got a couple videos I want to watch today. I want to watch this Arizona iced tea video, but I think I'm going to get copyrighted, so I don't think I'm going to watch it. You know, talking about the business of Arizona teas, how Arizona has kept its iced tea 99 cents still standing, but I don't think it's still 99 cents everywhere, though. This is from 9 days ago. It's a good video. Matter of fact, I can't play because I'll get a copyright. But what I'll do is I'll put it in the chat, and I want you guys to check it out on your leisure, at your leisure, okay? It's a good video. Hey, Jerry. Hey, everyone. Hey, Grasshopper. Good to have you back, ma'am. How are you? Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Grasshopper, good to see you, man. Grasshopper. Good to have you. Yep, might bump it up too. Yeah. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that, Trent. Nothing wrong with it. It still hasn't helped Troll Boy, though. Would have a better chance if he were on the wheel, though. Yeah. He don't want it, man. He don't want it. Steven, Jerry, let's watch it. Just stop frequently the commentary. Okay. All right, we'll watch a little bit. Thanks, Jen. Yeah, poor Troll doesn't have a chance. It's really sad. Yeah. You know what I'll do? I'll speed it up. I'll speed it up to 1.25. It's a good video, man. I really enjoyed this video. And who doesn't like a good can of Arizona tea for 99 cents? Busy weekend, busy day, tired as hell. LOL. Okay. It really is very sad. It is. All right, let's watch this a little bit in some chunks. Let's check it out. This is how Arizona has kept its iced tea 99 cents still standing. Business Insider.
Arizona Beverages makes about 4 million cans here every day. And on each can of iced tea, you'll see this.
We've essentially had the same price for 33 years.
Right, but the problem is when I go into some of these stores, it's still not 99 cents. And some of these cans don't even have the 99 cents on them. They're like $1.50. So that's how it goes, yeah, for sure.
If the company adjusted its pricing for inflation since 1992, a can of Arizona would cost $2.30 today. But for one of its founders, that's not an option.
The last thing they should do is raise price. That's the last thing you should do in business because it means you failed.
But there was a time when the price Arizona...
Well, he's right and he's wrong when he says you should raise the price. You shouldn't raise the price because you failed. It's just the money's broken. It ain't about a bad business model or nothing like that. It's hard to keep up with the supply of dollars coming into the system. You know, I don't know if he understands that. Most business owners don't understand it, to be honest with you. I hope everyone is feeling good today. Look in the mirror, love on yourself, take care of yourself, humbly stack, and like the stream. LOL. Thank you, Otis. I appreciate it. Very kind words. Good words, too. I thought Arizona was state. Can you copyright a state? Don't think so. If y'all are familiar with the Jesse on Fire channel, bro dropped a crazy video about how the scumbags that orchestrated Russiagate are about to get their justice. Definitely a video worth checking. Okay. I'm not familiar with him. Thank you, Otis Harris Jr. Yeah. Good words, Otis.
Is famous for was under threat. A legal battle between the two founders waged for nearly a decade over who would control the company and the price.
They said, I want to sell. I said, well, that's not the deal. And that's when the fight began.
So how, against all odds, is Arizona iced tea's 99-cent price tag still standing? Arizona Beverages started more than 30 years ago, and they're still making new flavors.
We get 30, 40, 50 samples with tweaking, touching, smell, finish.
To this day, Arizona's co-founder and chairman Don Voltaggio still tastes every new flavor himself.
It's not generally something that a chairman of a company gets involved in, but I'm not your typical guy.
Don started out by selling something a little harder than iced tea.
He's very hands-on, it seems like. That's for sure. They will start to downsize their cans eventually so they won't have to increase prices. Guys, who here buys these cans? I like the black one, the half and half iced tea, the iced tea and the iced tea and the lemonade, the black one, the Arnold Palmer. I like that one. But when I go, they're like $1.39, $1.49. Are they still 99 cents in your market, guys? Stern, you should play that video, Jerry. Okay, so supposed to say thank you. Well, that's not a Bitcoin video though. We're talking about inflation. I got the cherry lemonade. I get the cherry lemonade Arizona. Yeah, we all get the Arizonas, man.
I was as a beer distributor. I didn't know anything about iced tea, other than I drank it when I was a kid.
But all of that changed one cold morning in 1991.
I bumped into a Snapple guy, and he gets his big order for iced tea in the wintertime. And I said, I'm going into tea business. I made the decision right there.
The next year, Don and his business partner, John Farolito, co-founded Arizona Beverages. But the competition was stiff.
Hi from Snapple.
Snapple was the leading ready-to-drink iced tea brand with 20% of the U.S. market.
Lipton Original.
That same year, Lipton teamed up with Pepsi to launch its first iced tea, Lipton Original.
Yeah, I do see them at the grocery store. Some grocery stores, Jenny, for cheaper. I do see that. But at the corner stores, that's when I see them $1.39, $1.49.
It's new and it's extraordinary.
And Coca-Cola and Nestle started selling canned Nest tea together.
We didn't have the money or the wherewithal to do the advertising, the other stuff that our major competitors do. What I did notice and saw firsthand was consumers made a decision right at the cooler. Most packaging to me is boring. You know, they use traditional colors. The original designs came from my wife and my house in Queens. It was designed around the Southwest. That was the inspiration.
That's also what inspired the name of the company, despite the fact that
I had never been to Arizona. I had never been west of the Mississippi.
their next strategic decision was making their cans bigger. While their competitors sold 16 ounces of tea for 99 cents, Arizona sold 24 ounces for the same price. But
I love those teas, man. I can make a can because I mix mine with water. I take a cup of water with ice, and then I'll put like 10% tea in there, and then I'll drink that. Them cans last me a week, man. For 99 cents when I buy a can, I'm so cheap, man. Oh my gosh.
Don says the most important thing was making sure it tasted good.
The first time you buy it is because you saw it and it looked good. But if it don't taste good, I call it game over. You don't buy it again.
In the company's first 3 years, it sold 18 million cases of raspberry and lemon teas. Still far from the 55.6 million cases Snapple reportedly sold in 1993 alone, Don's strategy was working.
It worked because consumers.
Yeah, their marketing is crazy, man. That's the one I like right there, ladies and gentlemen. We all know it. Light, half and half, iced tea and lemonade. You can't go wrong with it, man. I like those red ones too. Where are those at?
I said, wow, let me try that. It looks great. The price is fair. They bought it and we delivered with great taste.
Retailers could often change how much they charged at the store. So in 1997, Don decided to make a small tweak to the can's label.
And we put the 99 cents on the can. And I had a salesman at the time said, it's the dumbest idea you've ever come up with, boss.
But years later, the price has become so synonymous with the brand, it was spoofed on an episode of Atlanta.
$1.49? But the price on the can, though. The price is on the can, though.
By the early 2000s,
I did that exact same thing when I saw it. Exact same thing. I mix a lot of my drinks with water. Thought I was the only one, but I do not like anything artificially sweet. Yeah. America, we have too much sugar in our diets, man. You know, you go to countries like Japan and stuff like that, the amount of sugar that they eat versus us is ridiculous. We have so much sugar per gram or ounce of food. It's incredible. With our sweets and stuff, we just have too much sugar. You know what I mean? And sugar's in everything. And even our sweets is just loaded with it. One day it will be, Matt. Yep. 88 cents, Jan. That's right. I was just thinking, one of my coworkers told someone I always take off on my B day so they can't do anything. I worked it last year. She took vacation on it. Nice. Think about the price of shelf space. 99 cents forever is impossible unless they switch to BTC standard. Yeah, if you put some Bitcoin on that balance sheet, Steven, I think I'm going to tell her about it. Yeah, I think you should. I think you should, Jenny.
Arizona was reportedly outselling Snapple.
When somebody lays their hard-earned dollar on the table and gets a can of tea or juice, and they say, wow, that's a good deal, I've now secured that customer.
Over the years, that good deal has helped Arizona build a dedicated fan base.
My name is Hannah Mead. I'm 26 years old, and I am a Zony.
Zonies are the name for Arizona tea superfans who incorporate their love of the brand into their daily lives. Hannah's passion has influenced her wardrobe, her room.
Over the years, I've collected a lot of merchandise where to the point it's, if not the thousands, at least the hundreds. This one is older than me. This one my dad actually gave to me because he had found it, and he knew that I was collecting cans.
But most notably,
this is my 2000.
I was thinking about doing my car like this for Bitcoin. Painting it orange, putting a B on the side. Might be too much, right? Whoa. Jerry, my YouTube is having trouble staying connected to chat, but I'm still here. Okay, Neil. No doubt. Samantha sent in, I believe it was Samantha, sent in another 111 sats. Thank you so much, Samantha. I appreciate that. Yeah, she's a super fan of the Arizona, just like we're super fans of Bitcoin. That's good marketing right there. Great marketing.
2011 Hyundai Genesis Coupe. The design on my car is Arizona green tea, ginseng, and honey. All the accessories that I have is Arizona. I tried the green tea when I was about, I want to say 11 or 12. And ever since then, I've just become an ultimate fan of the company.
Hannah has spent the last 5 years transforming her car into Genizona.
It's at least $26,000. Everything is teal and cherry blossom. My headlights, when I have them on, I have a custom etched infinity mirror that inside of it, it says Genizona. I've also painted the gauges with cherry blossoms on it. I have a cooler in the middle with displayed Arizona hards.
You think she likes Arizona iced teas, guys? Damn. Wow.
I get a lot of pretty exciting reaction. Oh, wow. You just look at it. Is that Arizona tea?
It's even gotten her noticed by the company.
Somebody caught a roller of me, like a still shot of me going down Coastal Highway, and Arizona ended up posting that photo.
The company has also leaned into its nostalgic.
Shit, they should pay her for that. I'd pay her for that. That paint job is sick. Yeah, Sin says, yeah, no, don't talk to yourself like that, though. Jor's in the house. Jor says, hello, fellow nerds. Hello, Jor. We're trying to figure out how Arizona iced tea keeps their prices at 99 cents. We're watching a little special on that. Oh. Emily's texting me. She says, Jerry, I'm on your live, but you're not responding to me. I don't see your messages. Emily, sorry. You're not showing up. Is she showing up? You guys see Emily in the chat? Let me see if she shows up on my phone. Sorry, Emily. She says, I see my comments. Do you guys see Emily in the chat? No, we don't see him, Ems. Nobody sees him. Let me put you on the wheel, though, Emily. Emily gets sats. Good to see you, Mal. Even though I don't see you. Jor for the score is in the house. Yeah, George, we're trying to figure out how they're with inflation and the money printer. How in the world are they doing 99 cents still? I'm gonna put Arnie boy on here. I've seen someone else too. I think I've seen Jared. Jared, what's up, my boy? How are you? Good to see you, Jared. Yeah, I was wondering about you, Emily. I was like, where's Emily at? Jor, obsessed. Yeah, ain't she? Hey, Jor, what's up, Jor? Big Jor. Wishing you and Arnie well. Yes, Jor. Was wondering what the hell we were watching. Yeah. Inflation, man. How do they keep their cans of big iced teas like that for 99 cents? Haven't seen you in hours, Jor. Please tell me you didn't block Emily. No, I didn't. Ems is not here. I don't see Emily. I don't see Emily's comments. My strange addiction. Yes. I don't see Ems. No Emily. No Emily. Jem Cena. How dare you YouTube censor our lovely Emily, right? Sin. Right. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Sharon. How are you? Good to see you. Now I'm wondering what the hell happened to Emily. I gotta look into that. You might check and make sure she's not accidentally blocked. Hi, everyone. Matt, Frank, Samantha. Yes, everything goes to zero against Arizona iced tea, right? Okay, hold on. Let me go in here and see if I can check. What do I do to check if she's blocked? Do I go to Joe? What do I do? Do I go to what do you call it? The studio? Where do I go see if she's blocked? So I don't want her blocked. How? I didn't do it. Tap her name like you are going to block her and make sure you haven't blocked her, Jerry. I don't see her name. Is she on the wrong video and not the live? I don't know. That's a Jor question. Yeah. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me try to figure this out because I don't want Jen blocked. Let's see. Can somebody Google that for me real quick? She knows she's in the live, I'm guessing, Megan. Restart your device, Emily. Jerry, the gatekeeper. Yeah, go to your studio. Okay. Go to my studio. Okay, I'm here. Okay, now what, Jor? Settings. Okay, hold on. Settings. Okay, settings. Community. Let's see. Community moderation. I just add her name and it does not appear, so she is not in the live chat. Hidden users. Okay. User management. Hidden users. Emily is a hidden user. Now she's not. How the hell is she a hidden user? I'm looking at all the names of my hidden users. I got it. Live technical support, right. And I got some I'm looking at my hidden users, Jor. And let's just say I'm not missing any of these people. Let me see. Let me look at them. I got a lot of them too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So, oh man, say, okay, Emily, you should be good, honey. Try it again. Thanks, Jor. Jor with the live technical support. Jerry the gatekeeper. Yes, go to your studio community. I just add her name. Hidden users. Thank you, man. Live technical support. Jor, aka tech support. Yes. You the man, Jor. Yes, he is. YouTube is jealous. Emily gets all the sats. Yes. Jor, thanks, bro. Look at Jor. I would have had to Google that. Is your channel plugged in, sir? Channel plugged in? Yes, he is. Yes. Oh, that's funny. Let's go back to the wheel. See what we got here. We got some more blocks come out. I think 2 more. 592 and 593. Man, I'm hungry. Jerry says she said she's giving you too many sats. Aha. Send a chat, Emily, so we know you aren't blocked anymore. Yeah, I hit the save button when I did it. So, are you here? He's giving send you. Yeah, Emily, you might have to restart the app, ma'am. Please and thank you. Hello, hey, Emily, you're here. There you are. Sorry about that, Emily. I don't know what happened. We definitely can't. We definitely cannot not have you, Emily. We got to have that face up here. Yay, there she is, Ems. Yes, we love you, Ems. She's definitely part of the fam. Here she is. Oh, hola. Hello. Jerry, I heard Jerry gives out 10K sats if he actually locks you and you miss it. Emily, I was worried there for a minute. I know. It's all good. It's all good. We here. We're family. We figured out. But see, because you're in the group, you got to text me, right? You say, hey, Jerry, put me on the damn wheel. I'm right here. Love it, Emily. Love it. All right, Jenny. Emily's back. Jora's here. Jeremy's here. Or Jared's here. Let's spin it for 592. Arnie's here as well. Let's do it. I don't know if she's here, ladies and gentlemen. She's been quiet. Hi, Emily. She has been very quiet. Is anybody going to fess up to those 5,000 sats from right before the show and early this morning? Or what? Triple B's, you still here or what? Because she comes in and then she just bails. So I don't know if she's here. Man, I had a good salad today, man. Oh my God, that salad was so good. Man, I got it from one of the casinos. So good, man. Dreaming about that salad. But now I'm hungry. I ate it this time to eat that salad, like 12 noon. Now I'm hungry. Had some chicken and it was pretty good. Pretty good. Triple B's looks like she's not here. Jenny. I don't know. Well, Triple B's, I'm gonna take you off for the matter. I'm gonna do one more spin for 593. Give you another minute and let's see what happens. Hello, Emily. I'm not into salad. Too fattening. Grasshopper. Rub the salad in my face. I was going to eat one tonight, but I realized I made it home without my bag, without the salad dressing this weekend. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that. So sorry. Grasshopper. Congratulations. She says, yay. We says yay back. She's been winning. Sharon, we got to figure you out, man. You still haven't given me your new address yet, so I can send it to you, man. I owe you 300 sats. Good game. So, Jerry, so it doesn't happen to me. Can you tell us what Emily did to get blocked? LOL. I have no idea. I must have hit it on accident or something. I don't know. Did Emily ask if the Bitcoin amigos are getting back together in the Random Christmas? Oh, man. That'll do it every time, Jor. Every time. Jor, I just got done seeing Sonny Verma. Sonny's here. He's in town, and I met up with him about an hour and a half. That was good, man. Got to step away for a bit, Jerry, so you can take me off for now. Got you, brother. Thank you, Cindy. Keeping me posted. Take off Triple B's as well. Oh, look at that. Samantha again. Man, Samantha's powering this show today. Samantha sends in another 1,011. She's saying I'm number one. 1111 for Samantha. Thank you very much. Samantha, did I ever tell you I dated a girl named Samantha? I don't think I did. What address are you sending it to? I am sending it to... something just happened. Oh, my hourly buy. I am sending it to Sharon. To you. Hold on. Sharon B at speed.app. That's what I'm sending it to. Sharon says she doesn't need sats and you can pass them to Ems and Jen. Good grasshopper. Yes. I need them all, Jen. Megalo Media. Woo woo. What's up? You want me to put you on the wheel? My sats are still locked up till tomorrow. LOL. It's all good, brother. It's all good. Haha. You've given enough, sir. That was nice of Sharon. Does she know? Yeah. Very nice of Sharon. All right. We're going to give Grasshopper the 592 because I already wrote it in her name there. Let's do 593 again. Or 593. I meant to put her at 593. Or 592. Emily, look at that. Boom. Boom, baby. Congrats, Emily. Megalomedia. Do you want me to put you on the wheel? That was nice. Jerry, hello, everyone. I woke up like this. Woke up bullish. What's up, my boy? Woke up. Love that name. I wake up bullish. I wake up scared at first, like I was telling Sin. I get scared, man. I'm like, is this thing is going to run up in the paper market and everything? Everybody's going to stop BSing. And it's going to go to the price where it's really supposed to be at. Not everything needs to be known, Lauren. Emily, woohoo. Yes. Yes. Okay, got you. Mega. What is it? Megalomedia. I think I've seen you before. How are you? Good to have you. Jor, I sold my Ethereum Cardano and H-bar today. Yes. Emily. Here you go. I don't know. Didn't work. Just watch the TV. Okay. Good game, Emily. I got a bad habit of looking at it all the time. Yeah, me too. Me too. Because my hourly buy comes in. You know what I mean? You are the winner, Emily. For 593. Let's see who can win 594. That just came through. Hold on. Something just came through on strike. Oh, wow. Wow. Trent. Thank you, sir. I thought it was somebody else. Somebody sent me 1, 2, 3, 4, and I was about to say thank you, Jen, but it was Trent. He said, "Oh shoot, it's unlocked, yo." Thank you, man. That reminded me of a homeboy from Breaking Bad when you said that. I can hear that in his voice. I have been here before. I'm doing fantastic. Just believing in the future and how ahead of the game we realistically are. Yes, I love it. Trent, thank you, man. That's a big, big zap, brother. Very big zap. Thank you so much, bro. Seriously, you are powering this show, man. Hey guys, have you on but on the phone reconnected with my cousin? He's clean and sober now. Hey guys, have you on but on the phone reconnected with my cousin? He's clean and sober now. He made the choice to do it. So happy for him. Nice, man. Tell them all we congratulate him and we're rooting for him. That's great news, man. That's not an easy thing to do. It really isn't. 594, guys. Let's spin it and let's see who can win it. Man, I'm getting hungry, guys. I'm going to have to warm something up here in a minute. There's a chicken sandwich in there. I'm going to warm that up, I think. Reverse jackpots. I believe he's here. Jesse from Breaking Bad. Yeah. That's when I read that, I just hear his voice saying that. Reverse jackpots. Woohoo. We got 31 in the chat, guys. We need to get 50 on this wheel. It's not good for you when it is. It's less chance for you. Whoa. Reverse jackpot. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Jenny. This is not a competition. I'm not saying this for a competition. But thank you so much. Trent. But Jenny says, I'm gonna go back to my birthday zap. Since you stole my other one. Since you stole my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She said, or you stole my 1, 2, 3, 4. She's going to add a 5 to it. So 12,345. The biggest zap of the day goes to Jenny. Thank you, Jenny. 12,345 sats. Jenny, where are you getting all these sats from? Thank you so much, ma'am. Wow. Good game, RJ. 12,345. Thank you. Mad science, yeah. Get 50. Yep. Woo woo. Thank you, Jenny. That is a huge donation. Biggest one today. Thank you. I had two big ones of 5,000, and you just surpassed them, both of those combined. So thank you, Jenny, so much. I appreciate that. Jerry loves freedom, all my savings. Oh, Jenny. Jenny, that's very nice of you. Thank you. You are so nice. But it's something. Ain't that right, Jerry? That's right, Corey. How are you, sir? Corey from Got Sats. Let me see. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8. Man, we're growing, man. We are growing, guys. We'll do some commercials here soon for my YouTubers. Welcome in, Corey. How are you, sir? Nice little warm day. I was telling everybody, you know, Sonny Verma from the chat. I just met him here, Corey. I met him at the Mandalay Bay. He's in town for a couple days. He has to meet up with me, so I picked him up at the Mandalay Bay. We went down to Fremont Street, and we were chilling for a little bit. Then we drove around, and he's a good guy, man. You're going to the background again. Got to fold some stupid fitted sheets. Okay, you're working. Got it. Thank you again, Jenny. I really appreciate that so much. I'm Groot. How's everyone? Good. Good to hear it. And I'm Groot too. After you recommended the Cold Car Q, I watched some videos. I'm definitely getting one ASAP. It looks super scary. Yeah, that's the best one. I need a freaking referral code for that, man. I want a referral code for that and a referral code for Start 9. Those two are my favorite things. Question, Jerry, would all the small hourly recurring buys you do cause a problem later with those UTXOs, or I'm misunderstanding those? That is a good question, Lauren. If I did a 1 hour buy, Lauren, and transferred immediately to my cold storage, yes, it would cause a problem. But I do not do that, Lauren. Okay, I let them pile up onto my Strike app, and then once I get to a certain amount, Lauren, then I move them off to my cold storage. So that's a good question, man. Very good question. Nice. Is Sonny on here? He was, but he left. He was on here. He mentioned the visit on Signal. Okay, good. Good. I have a treasure, but I recently got a scam email. I'm wondering how they got my email. Yeah. Trezor is okay. You know what I mean? For non-Bitcoin companies, only companies, it's okay. But I don't mess with Trezor, man. They just do too much S-coinery for me. I don't want any platform. I don't want to put my coins on any platform that platform shit coins. There's too many points of failure there. You know what I mean? I'm just not messing with it. I want somebody that's a full Bitcoiner like us. Grasshopper, who folds fitted G's? Shove them in the drawer and call it a day. LO. I think she's at work. Jerry, are you a miner? No, I'm not. Not yet. Don't click no link, so I'm pretty sure I'm good. Okay, good. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, good, Lauren. Thank you. Get a fresh email for your Bitcoin stuff. Yeah, that's what I did. Trezor has a Bitcoin-only wallet now, too. Oh, I didn't know that. But cold cars are the best, in my personal opinion, yeah. Best in the U.S. I don't know if they have some, like, overseas that are better. Like, I heard the Bitbox is pretty good, cool. But I never use it, so I don't know. I'm going to warm up this chicken sandwich, guys. I say that out loud. Let's spin for $5.95. Definitely going to set up a new email. I messed up getting the non-Bitcoin only wallet when I was new. I regret not getting the Bitcoin only. Yeah, but it's not too late, bro. It's not too late. Didn't they, Trezor, have the plain text issue, or was something else? Not sure, Samantha. Not sure, honey. All right, let's spin $5.95. You remember? The old Trezor did not have a secure element, and they had shitcoins. Yeah. Hi, Jen from Flipper. Yes. Jay Rummer, you're the winner, brother. $5.95. We're going to watch a video about Donald Trump. And the title of this video is called, the title of my video is called Trump Makes Major Bitcoin Purchase. Nice. and the I could play a commercial, but do I have time to warm my sandwich up to play the commercial? Yeah, I'm gonna play a commercial. Jerry, did you get my address? No. Did you send it on email? Or did you send it in the chat? If you send it in the chat with the @ it's not going to work, Sharon. What I would do if I were you, send it to my email. Ma'am, please. Thank you. The new Trezor Safe's Bitcoin only are a decent option, but I'll still do cold card. And he said, I got the Safe 3, but I'd rather invest some money into the cold card. Yeah. Sharon not messing around. All caps. She sure ain't. She is not messing around. All right, let me play this quick commercial real quick. Be right back, guys.
Have to buy a whole Bitcoin. I really am of the belief that even if you have just a little bit to allocate to Bitcoin, I mean, $20, what you would have spent on a coffee, it's important to just start somewhere, and it can turn into a meaningful part of your savings. I've seen it happen time and time again. And what we most need in this country is more people to feel economically empowered. So don't think that you need to buy a whole Bitcoin, because a little will go a long way.
And Natalie, I don't know if I can think of anything more important than what you just said. We've got to stop talking about Bitcoin entirely and start talking about Satoshis. One fundamental fact that most people ignore: if every millionaire in the world wanted to buy one Bitcoin, they couldn't do it, because we've got 60 million millionaires, but only 21 million Bitcoins. So nobody's buying Bitcoins. They're all buying Satoshis, tiny fractions of Bitcoins. And you're absolutely right. This makes it inclusionary. We are democratizing and demonetizing the value of a Bitcoin so that anyone can do this with $1. And you can do it as often as you like. You can do it conveniently, inexpensively, safely. And this is how wealth is going to be built for the millions who currently feel excluded from the financial markets, not just here in the US, but on a global basis. I totally support everything you just said. Frankly, the most important thing said on today's podcast.
Oh, well, thank you. I agree. I think it's an important message just to remind people. You could start stacking those Satoshis.
Yeah, just focus on the sats. Focus on the sats and forget everything else. Don't worry about Bitcoin, because that's just a marketing name. It's all about those Satoshis. And yeah. Let me see. Let's play this one real quick.
You have to buy a whole Bitcoin.
Yeah, man. She clip. How Bitcoin works. Hold on one second.
Bitcoin is a purely digital form of money. It is trustless, permissionless, limited in supply, extremely secure, seizure-resistant, and decentralized. You can send Bitcoin to anyone in the world and vice versa, so long as you and them both have an internet connection and a Bitcoin wallet, which is Bitcoin's equivalent of a bank account. It allows you to transact value around the world in a way that is 100% borderless, without governments or banks having any say in the matter. This is what defines it as self-sovereign money. The way it works is by relying on a decentralized network of participants, known as nodes, that are responsible for ensuring the transactions make sense and people are not spending money they don't have or spending the same money twice. They do this by maintaining a distributed ledger, known as the blockchain, and each node keeps a copy of this blockchain on them at all times. This blockchain cannot be tampered with because it's powered by modern encryption techniques, and blocks can only be added to the blockchain, not removed or altered. Nodes refer to their own copy of this blockchain to make sure that future transactions make sense. If they don't, then those transactions are not added to the blockchain. The way transactions are added to the blockchain is through a process called mining, where some nodes decide to mine Bitcoin. They do this because they're rewarded in Bitcoin for doing so. Every 10 minutes, one of these miners successfully mines the next Bitcoin block on the blockchain by spending money and electricity to solve a puzzle known as a hash puzzle. This block contains Bitcoin transactions around the world, among other things. This entire process of miners competing for this Bitcoin reward, spending money to do so, and sending mined blocks to other nodes to be added to the blockchain ensure that the Bitcoin network's transactions remain secure and sound. Bitcoin that is rewarded to miners is effectively released into the circulating supply at ever-decreasing rates. Currently, every 10 minutes, approximately 3.125 new Bitcoin is released into the circulating supply. The total supply cap is 21 million. And this supply cap is absolute, meaning this is the total amount of Bitcoin that will ever exist in the Bitcoin network. Bitcoin has taken the world by storm, being invented by a genius who goes by the name of Satoshi Nakamoto, who no one has heard from in almost 15 years. Originally being considered only good for buying illegal shit off the black market, it has now been recognized as mankind's first self-sovereign digital form of money, and adopted by Wall Street in the form of spot exchange-traded funds and endorsed by nations worldwide, who have come to the realization that it simply cannot be stopped because its home is the internet, a network that humans simply cannot subjugate.
It cannot be stopped. And everybody knows that. I'm going to play the Arizona tea video again.
90s look by teaming up with brands like Adidas and Biri Lazary for Arizona-themed merch drops since 2019.
Everybody has a story with the brand, whether you were a younger kid and you had it or you're in older years. The 99 cents overall pricing means that they're looking out for their customers.
But how has Arizona been able to keep its 99-cent promise for so long? Many beverage brands are publicly traded under massive corporations like Pure Leaf under Pepsi and Gold Peak Tea under Coca-Cola. Being privately owned has allowed Arizona to make all major decisions, like pricing.
We can afford to hold the line. We didn't have some bank or some board of director or some stockholder saying, what are you doing?
Take Snapple. Its 16-ounce bottle of tea cost 99 cents in 1992. The company went public later that year, and since then, it's changed hands multiple times, being acquired by corporations like Quaker Oats, Triarch, and Cadbury Schweppes. Today, a 16-ounce bottle of tea costs around $2. We can't know for sure if going public caused the price increases, but most of Snapple's competitors sell their tea at similar prices.
Most of the competitors are big mega corporations that can't be flexible, can't be intuitive, can't do things off the cuff.
Don almost lost control in 2005 when his business partner John wanted Arizona to go public. At the time, Arizona was reportedly receiving buyout offers from major corporations like Nestle and Coca-Cola. What followed was a nearly decade-long legal battle between the founders. An ownership agreement that Don and John made in 1998 required both founders to consent to the sale of any company shares to outsiders.
VHF wants to know what a UTXO is. So we're going to do that.
Very popular belief, Bitcoin is not a system of accounts and balances. Instead, the network keeps track of these things called UTXOs. A UTXO stands for unspent transaction output. A UTXO is simply an amount of Bitcoin that's assigned to a Bitcoin address. And it could be any amount of Bitcoin as long as it's at least one Satoshi. To fully grasp how UTXOs work within Bitcoin, let's use cash as an example. Let's say you have a penny, a dollar, and a $5 bill in your wallet. They represent 3 distinct units of currency, and you know your total balance of $6 and a penny by adding them all together. You go to a store and you buy a snack that costs $5.98. You give the cashier your dollar and your 5, and you receive 2 pennies in return. So you have 3 cents left to spend. Okay, so how does this relate to UTXOs? Well, let's change the units from dollars to Bitcoin, and for simplicity's sake, ignore the exchange rate. You have a 0.01 BTC, a 1 BTC, and a 5 BTC as 3 individual UTXOs inside your wallet. Your wallet calculates your balance of 6.01 BTC by adding these UTXOs together. You pay for your 5.98 BTC snack using your 1 BTC UTXO and your 5 BTC UTXO. In Bitcoin terms, we call these UTXOs inputs to a transaction. The 5.98 BTC UTXO that the seller receives is known as an output. Now, I'm going to assume you already know a thing or two about mining fees, so for simplicity's sake, let's just say that the mining fees were 0.01 BTC. So you receive a 0.01 BTC UTXO as change. Your 2 UTXO inputs, your 1 BTC and 5 BTC, have been spent as inputs to this transaction. They're no longer considered unspent transaction outputs. On the other hand, you've now created 2 new unspent transaction outputs. The seller's 5.98 BTC and your 0.01 BTC received as change. Remember, UTXOs can be any amount of Bitcoin. It doesn't have to be a fixed denomination like dollar bills. It just needs to be at least 1 Satoshi. So in the end, you end up with 2 UTXOs, both at 0.01 BTC denominations. The way I like to think about UTXOs is like this. A UTXO is the Bitcoin wallets, what cash is the dollar wallets. So to summarize, a UTXO is just an amount of Bitcoin assigned to a Bitcoin address. Your wallet calculates its balance by summing up its UTXOs. You spend your UTXOs when using them as inputs to transactions. UTXOs are created as outputs from a transaction, even in the form of change. And finally, compared to dollars, which have fixed denominations like a penny, a dollar, etc., a UTXO can represent any amount of Bitcoin as long as it's at least one Satoshi. Now, before we wrap, here's a bonus tip. By adding together the entire Bitcoin network's UTXO set, you can calculate the total circulating supply of Bitcoin. In other words, you can independently verify and audit Bitcoin.
Paul the Goat's in the house. Paul the Goat. We got to stop the presses when Paul comes up in here. Paul, what's up, brother? How are you? Good to see you, sir. Paul the Goat. There he is.
Bitcoin's money supply. That's a feature that's unique to Bitcoin. Try doing this with the money supply of dollars. Good luck. Thanks for watching, and I hope you found this helpful. If you did, make sure to subscribe to the channel and like the video. I'm also interested in learning more about what you'd like to learn more about, so let me know in the comments down below.
I hope that helps, sir. I hope that helped. All right, let's listen to our boy, everybody's favorite guy. Are you guys bullish enough? That's what I want to know. Are you bullish enough?
Right now, go ugly fucking early, man. If you're new here, just start stacking your heart out. Like, get as much Bitcoin as you fucking can. This thing is a runaway freight train, and you're not going to be able to catch it. Like, I bet it's true for me. I bet it's true for Walker that, like, when we first got here, I should have gone so much harder. And I did go hard, but I didn't go as hard as I fucking should have. I should have gone 10 times harder. Become a crazy person. If people in your life are not showing you active disdain, you're not stacking hard enough. If you're still invited to family Thanksgiving, you're not stacking hard enough. If people are not making fun of you for brown bagging your lunch, you're not stacking hard enough. If your car is younger than Bitcoin, you're not stacking hard enough. If you don't have a second job, you're not stacking hard enough. You're just not stacking hard enough. If nobody has called you a retard, you're not stacking hard enough.
Are you stacking hard enough? Every time I listen to that, I know I'm not. I know I'm not. I had a long day at the hospital waiting for my friend to be released. He's doing better now. Okay, good, man. Sorry to hear about your friend, sir. I think you did, Sharon. Good. Good. LOL, stack harder. I'm not stacking hard enough. Me neither. Are you stacking hard, good, stack harder? Are you stacking hard, good, stack harder? Was he talking about me? Every time I see a new channel, I tell to come to 88 or the Freedom Show. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate Jerry. Wait, I don't understand. What I don't understand is when you're buying $1 an hour, how do you figure out your tax if you were to spend it? You don't have to figure it out. I'm not going to spend mine, so I don't have to worry about it. Corey, that's the answer, to be honest. Well, I can't fold fitted sheet for the life of me, but you'll be happy to know I was not eaten by them. Good. Mr. Dollar, that's a funny video. Yeah. Especially when Jen baited me. Yeah. Hi, Little Flip. Hi, Lauren, Corey, VHF, Blunt Man Short. Yeah. To answer your question, Corey, I don't plan on selling mine, to be honest with you. When you're buying $1 now, how do you figure out your tax if you were to spend it? I mean, I guess they'll figure out like what you paid for it versus what it is now. They'll take the difference in between, Corey, and then they'll tax you that rate. I'm guessing, but I don't plan on spending until at least they have capital gains tax gone, my brother. Especially when Jen beat me. Yeah. Hi, Little Flip. Hi, Lauren. Everybody. Yes. That video is fire. Yes. Paul the GOAT. He is the GOAT. He is absolutely the GOAT. Got some new people here. We are on block 596. Let's spin that. Right? Let's see. Yep. Let's spin 596. Arnie's the winner. Arnie, congratulations, sir. Jen, there's no such thing. Paul, what's up? Is it really any different than accounting for $1 a day? Yeah, what's the difference? Don't pay your taxes on Biddy. I don't plan on buying mine, selling mine. What's up, Paul? What they don't know won't hurt them. Spend it. I'm trying to figure out how to use all the wallets I have. Yes. I'm still bullish. That's right. Yes, Jay, exactly. That's why I'm asking. Okay. Same, to be honest. I'm looked at lend against the portions as well once the price goes to a certain amount. Yeah. Exactly. My truck is 1 year younger than Bitcoin. I have been called a retard, but I'm holding a huge pile of cash, so I'm not stacking hard enough. Yeah. Woof woof. Yay, Arnie. Strike should supply you with tax documents once you're transacting at the end of the year. At least the big exchanges do. Yes, they do. Arnie's the winner. Bark, 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 bark. Good question, Corey. The U.S. is 37 plus trillion in debt. The money isn't real. Yep. Arnie, lucky. Woof woof. Arn dog. Yeah. Arnie's the winner of that one. Let's check out this Trump video I was telling you about. Oh, before we do that, do you guys remember? Matter of fact, hold on. Let me show you this. For those that watch my Satoshi Saturday, I don't remember. Let me show you. I'm going to show you this one part in the video, and then we're going to go to it. Hold on. Videos. Check this out. Thinking about my precious metals I used to have, my collectibles. I'm not very much into looking around and stuff. Like, man, but if you haven't got there, I'm telling you, you will. Because again, once you see the broken system in the money system, you can't unsee it. Remind me, guys, today to show you a news clip I saw today. My neighbor, my crazy neighbor, I call him. Yeah, you did. Stephen Bluntman gave it to you. Yes, you did. Once you see the broken system in the money system, you can't unsee it. Remind me, guys, today to show you a news clip I saw. So, Jerry, then when would you be taking out loans against your Bitcoin? I have no idea, Corey. I got to get there first, brother. I don't have a year or a date set, so I don't know, brother. My neighbor, my crazy neighbor, I call him, got this house, has this house for sale. It's kind of like a museum house. And I take a walk by here every day. And I think it's separated into two different houses now. And they're selling this house. And it's got, it's like a museum in there. I think the door's open. No. And remind me to do this on the live today. They're selling it for $2.5 million. And I'm just thinking, man, because I used to be in the real estate. I used to have real estate and flip it and all that stuff, rent out stuff. The first thing I think, again, this is a collectible, this house. Speaking of collectibles, there's all kind of collectibles. As you can see, they got the shuttle here. Then they got the Batmobile over there. And inside of this house, they got all kind of collectibles in there. Speaking of collectibles. And I would think. Yeah, when I first started, I had those problems too. Woke up bullish. I think they have to link up with your bank account or something. But I emailed them and they fixed it for me. So I'll send them an email, dog. Think to myself, would I freaking buy this house for $2.5 million? Depends on what's in there, depending on what it's worth. But anyways, so this is what I wanted to show you. Check this out.
One of the most unique homes in the valley is now up for sale. It belonged to former Lieutenant Governor Lonnie Hammergren, who passed away 2 years ago. He filled the home with Vegas memorabilia, opened it to the public every Nevada day. 8 News Now reporter Ryan Tismaneski with how it can be yours for a hefty price tag.
If you drive along Sand Hill between Flamingo and Harmon, you've probably seen this. It's where Lonnie Hammergren lived, and now you can own part of it for around $2.5 million. Hammergren's original home has been divided into a few different properties, so you can't buy the one with the space shuttle out front, but you can buy this one with the big rotunda. While the front is a bit wacky, the inside is where things get weird. With Liberace's staircase, a planetarium, a cathedral, and no shortage of Vegas history. Angie Hatcher, the realtor listing the house, knows it's not the average residence.
I don't know that it's a home for a typical family. It's probably for someone that wants to entertain or someone that really appreciates Las Vegas history and what this means to the community and understands it.
Hammergren would open the home for tours on Nevada Day back when he owned it. The NASA surgeon amassed a huge collection, almost too big for his wallet, in fact. This house was foreclosed while he was alive. The current owner made it a bit more livable, but continues to let people visit every now and then.
Every year, the current owner has opened up the outside grounds every Halloween to the public. I think last year he had 5,000 to 8,000 people come through here.
She says neighbors are hoping the next owner can do the same. Ryan Tizanevsky, 8 News Now.
The house is about 7,000 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms, and a 6-car garage.
That house is absolutely crazy. Crazy. It's got a Batmobile in the front of it. When I first moved over here, I was like, what the hell is this? It's got the freaking space shuttle in front of it, dinosaurs. I'm like, what the hell? So I thought that was very interesting because I did a collectible video about Satoshi Saturday, and then I walked by that house. I thought that was pretty cool. I'll loan against my Bitcoin when I can live off of 5% on my stack annually. Nice. There's been a few people donating lately. Jared, there have been a few. Yeah, they have, including Jenny. Right, I'm sure River is probably the same. Yeah, big company. Check to see if you need an identity check. Might need the KYC. Yeah, may. I filled out all the info when I first set up my account. Do you know how to check if I need to do an identity check? Jared says. He wants to ask Jared. Waiting for my full card, Jerry. Okay, good, man. Good. Thanks for signing up. Okay, Jerry. Yeah, I'll contact them to see what they can do for me. I really like using it. Yeah, it's the best to me. Once you get it going and get your DCA going, yeah. Because if there's any like funny business with your bank account, you got something coming out or something like that, they're real funny about it. They don't like when they try to take money out and it's not in there or something, because if they think something's not coming out, not in there or something, they'll stop it immediately. Corey, yeah, I'm sure they will. But like Jerry said, if you don't sell, there's no taxes to worry about. And if you hold for a year, you only pay for long-term capital gains, and those rates aren't that bad. Yeah. You know what I mean? W, man, after using full card for a year now, I love it. Yeah. Absolutely love it. Good morning, Jerry Crew. Hope everyone's having a good day. What's up, Adelaide? How are you? Good to see you. How do you spell it? E. Good to see you, man. Adelaide Sparky. Gotcha, Trent. Well, I've got ways to go before I have to worry about that anyways, LOL. Poor Jerry the accountant sending out all those statements to everyone for all the winnings on the wheel at tax time, right? Lord. You are funny. Yeah, we got let me see if I missed any zaps. Sorry, guys, I haven't looked at my phone. I always want to give props for the zaps. You know what I'm noticing? When what's his name? Gray Motion. When I kind of not confronted him, but asked him about the comment on yesterday's live, if you guys didn't see it. And I kind of challenged him to a one-on-one duel. I haven't heard from him since. And somebody unsubscribed to my channel. So I don't know if that was a coincidence. And I haven't heard from him since then. And today I haven't heard from him. Gray Motion. Because Gray Motion always had something to say. And he was saying a bunch of stuff. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna say something to him on the show. You know? But, I don't mind being challenged. Just let's back it up, Oh, my gosh. Short man. Jenny. Short man did 12,346. I didn't even see that, bro. 30 minutes ago. Sorry about that, Trent. Thank you, bro. He must have did it right after that. Wow, Trent. Thank you, man. He's always number one every day. You and Jenny are number one. You guys are both number one. Thank you so much. That's a very, very big zap, sir. Thank you. Haha, Lauren. Another gift. Jerry Loves Freedom membership. Thank you, Steven. Appreciate you, bro. Wow, thank you, man. Hey, Frankie D. Now, Frank, you can come on into the Signal group now that you're a member. You got to stay a member, though. That's your first month is free. But if you become a member, like you are now, you can join the Bitcoiners for Freedom group. It's free for the ladies, but for the males, it's $4.99 a month. The Bitcoiners for Freedom, this level right here, $4.99 a month. If you're on that level, you can do it. This level right here is just to say thank you, get yourself on the map, and you're part of the Jerry Loves Freedom team. But you want to take it to another level, the Bitcoiners for Freedom, $4.99. You get into the Signal group. And if you want to be a big baller like Trent and become a legend, a Satoshi millionaire, then you get on the $6.99 plan. Thank you guys so much for your memberships. I really, really appreciate that, man. Seriously. You forgot the 5, sir. Thank you, Jenny. And thank you again, Trent. Cheers. Yes. It's okay, Jerry. Now Jen will say, I forgot the 5. LOL. Yep, exactly. Yeah, Jerry, you were very diplomatic with Gray. Yeah. But he didn't like it. Because he was people that normally he's kind of he came across to me as a know-it-all, right? Know-it-alls and people that always call you out. Those are the type of people that kind of like throw stones but live in a glass house. Now, I don't know him that well, but it just seemed to me he just always had something to say. And again, I welcome him. Come on. But if you're going to throw stones, don't live in a glass house. Because I'm the type of dude that I'll let it pile up. Then I say, hey, come on up here, brother. And let's talk about it. LOL knew it. Yes, she did. She did it. Well, you did. $10 from Paul the Goat. Paul, thank you, brother. You already know for the algos, it helps. I appreciate it, brother. Thank you so much. What happened with Gray Motion, Jerry? Me and him kind of not got into it, but he called me out. He asked me a question in my Satoshi Saturday in my comment section, and he basically told me, and I'll show you the comment. I showed it on the live yesterday. But he basically said, did he take it down? He might have took it down. Let's see. He might have took it down. Let's see. Yeah, he took it down. Yep, he took it down. He took down the vid. He took down the comment. But basically, VHF, he was saying to me that I need to study the market more. And he's basically saying, kind of like I didn't know what I was talking about. And because I was talking about precious metals, and he said, well, I'm not going to sell my precious metals, and maybe you should think about not selling your precious metal for Bitcoin. And you can't be trying to get rich quick. And I'm like, I wasn't trying to get rich quick. So I kind of called him out. And then he says, well, we need to talk about it in context. And I asked him to come up on the show, and he didn't. Then I haven't heard from him since. Let's go. Cool. I'll definitely join it. Thank you, Frankie D. Yeah, just go down the link below, Frankie. Click on the Signal app. Download it if you don't have it already, and then send me an invite, okay? Yay, Paul. Let's go. Thank you again, Paul. It's a big donation, brother. Appreciate it. Helps a lot, man. Jen's the best. She is. Absolutely is. I tried to upgrade to the $6.99 the other day, and it wouldn't let me. In fact, they were refunding my account for some reason. Huh. I wonder why. That's all right. Thank you, Jenny. Hope he will be back. Yeah, me too. I want him to come back. Not to be negative, but he was always picking fights. Yeah, but I don't mind that. I like bullies because you got to stand up to bullies. Good night. All right, good night, Meggies. We love you, Megs, okay? We'll see you tomorrow. Much love to you, Megs. Good night, Meggie. But it's choice, yeah, no doubt. I was busy watching UFC, no doubt. Don't play big boy game if you don't want big boy prizes. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I mean, you got something to say. Like me, I was the type of dude in school. I'm not no tough guy or nothing like that. But let's just say I'm not the type of dude to do a lot of talking. If you got something to say to me and you just keep going back and forth, I'm a Generation X. Okay, go ahead. And I say, let's go back in. Let's go in the backyard at the school, and we can settle this. And then afterwards, we can shake hands. That's just the type of dude I was. You know what I mean? You got something to say. I'm not gonna sit here and go back and forth with you, bro. So I'll meet you back. What time? 3:15? I'll see you at 3:15. A lot of times people will back down. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes they'll meet me there. And again, I don't start anything with anybody. I never have. I'm one of the most friendliest people you meet. But don't mess with me, man. You know what I mean? And I'll give you a few times. You know what I mean? But after a while, I'm like, all right, bro. Well, I'll meet you there. That's why I said to Gray. I said, Gray, you got something to say? Come on up here and we can, battle it out. And he didn't do it. So good night, Megan. Good night, Megan. Comment removal says it all. Exactly. Yeah. When you search for him, does his profile come up? I wonder if he blocked me. LOL. I don't know. Jen, exactly. Yeah, exactly, Sharon. Night, Megan. Pip squeak jetted too scared to show his name and face, I guess. And I'm not, let me say this, if he's listening, because he may be listening in the background. I am not talking junk about you, Gray Motion. Okay? I like you, man. I got nothing bad to say about you. But again, you called me out and you said some things about me in that thing that were kind of, a little below the belt. Basically, you were calling me, I didn't know what I was talking about, and I'm done. On my channel, you did that. So if you're going to do that, and I'm all for free speech. You didn't DM me that. You sent that on my comments so everybody can read it. Like you were the authority, and I was an idiot. So I'm like, okay, well, you got something to say. We're gonna prove it right here. Yes, buddy. Okay, I got you. Go ahead. Let me play a commercial real quick. Let me turn the TV on for him. 1 second, guys.
I really am of the belief that even if you have just a little bit to allocate to Bitcoin, I mean, $20, what you would have spent on a coffee, it's important to just start somewhere and it can turn into a meaningful part of your savings. I've seen it happen time and time again. And what we most need in this country is more people to feel economically empowered. So don't think that you need to buy a whole Bitcoin because a little will go a long way.
Natalie, I don't know if I can think of anything more important than what you just said. We've got to stop talking about Bitcoin entirely.
Okay, sorry, guys. The TV went off on a picture. Yep. And my crazy director told my favorite coworker that she would throw something at her the other day, and I got in the middle and told her it was a good way to get. My crazy director told my favorite coworker that she would throw something at her the other day, and I got in the middle and told her it's a good way to get to fight me. Nice. That's how you do it, Jenny. I'm out of here. Love all you guys. Steven, thank you, bro. Steven's he's a goat on this show too, man. Thank you, Steven. Appreciate you, brother. Legend. He's trying to hit that goal. But once we threw fists, it was over. Yeah, Lauren. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Do you think XRP will be worth more than Bitcoin in the long run? No. Considering it's poised to be no. Absolutely not. Then she said she'd throw something at me, and I told her it would rebound right in her face. That's right. Preach it, Jen. When people defend themselves from aggressors, we get called the villains. Exactly. They should not start things. Tired of being the bad guy when I quote unquote return to sender. Exactly, Samantha. You just like me, man. My grandmother always taught me, and she told me this. She said, if somebody ever starts with you and you don't fight them and you don't do something about it, I'm going to whoop your ass when you get home. She said, you never start something, but you always finish it. That's what she told me. She said, don't start no trouble. Be a nice guy. Say please and thank you. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. All that stuff. But if somebody messes with you and they put your hands on you, that is it. And that's the way I was raised. You know what I mean? Because this little punk society we're in today, I can't get with it, man. You know what I mean? Again, if you meet me in person, I'm just a nice guy. You know what I mean? I try to be, because what I do is I'm an energy person. I will give you whatever energy you give me. I'll give it right back at you. You know what I mean? I got people in my life that are just so good and so nice. But if I see a a-hole or something like that, I don't even stay around those kind of people. You know what I mean? I just don't. So I just try to treat people how I want to be treated. That's all. Return to sender. Exactly. Perfect. Yep. Just FYI, still listening. Got you, brother. Just requested to join Signal. Thank you, man. Let me get you on here, Frankie D. Let me see. Appreciate you, bro. Let's see. Innate. Frankie. Innate asked me, Dean, did you sign up for the thing yet? I got you on here too. Hey everyone. Did you sign up for the $4.99 plan, Dean? Because I got you in the invite. Welcome. D Maxi to the group. D Maxi, aka Frankie D the fourth. Good to have you, bro. Boom, you're in there, man. You are in there. Jen, if there is a hospital fight of nurses, somebody better record it for real. For real, sir. Let's see what we got going on here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. Okay. All right, we're looking good. Wheel is at 98. So let's do some spins. We're gonna watch that Trump clip. 597, 598. Sorry, guys, I've been going on a tangent. My daughter made me soft. Back in my day, I'm choosing fisticuffs. LOL. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with being a nice guy, man. You know what I mean? Jen, I need your email address, Sharon says. But to be honest, Otis, I know ain't nobody messing with you. I wouldn't mess with you. So I know ain't nobody mess with you. Not a chance because I'm going to take a fall to get me some work compensated. Yes. They are talking about fighting when you can't even get them to pay you out. Pay you, right? Crazy. All right, 597, Jenny. Let's do it. Backpacker, we got you, bro. Backpacker, congratulations, sir. I know you're there. I'm going to send you my GoPro so you can record the fight. Nice, Sharon. Backpacker, woo woo. Sharon, did you send me that email? Nah, I can't let there be evidence. Got to keep my license. Stairwell is usually not recorded. Not, and she takes the stairs a lot. Oh goodness. Good game, Backpacker. Yes, got it. Mike, Backpacker, no Mike. Oh, my bad, guys. Right, muted. My bad. Dang, there goes our entertainment. Oh, nurse fight. Or nurse fight. Yep. Damn, I was listening to Jack Ma's stream in bed and fell asleep, not because of him. Was dead tired yesterday. What's up, Moonshiki? My man, how are you? Sorry, guys. My mic just gets unplugged. It's not unplugged, but I don't know what it does. I don't know. It's crazy. Sorry about that, guys. I got it, Jerry. Good, Sharon. Thank you. No doubt, Sharon. We love you. You know that. Hi. No worries. I'll tap Sonny for the play-by-play. Yes. Hey. I'm still tired. You didn't get enough sleep, huh? All right, let's do another spin. Backpacker won that. We know he's here. He's just sitting on in the background. He won 597. Let's see who can win 598. And I know in my heart, I believe. Sharon, speaking of the devil. Sharon B. My girl Sharon. You're the winner. And Scotty's in the house. 2, 4, 6, 8. Scotty 99's in the house. He just sent me a message and he sends 99 sats. Thank you. He says, hey, Jerry and everyone. He says hello to me and everyone else. Thank you, Scotty. How are you, sir? Anybody got a question for Scotty? He'll answer it. Woo, woo, woohoo. Yes, Sharon. Again. I went and watched your video the other day. Good job. That was a good video. I didn't even know all that stuff you said in that video, Trent. Good video, bro. Good game, Sharon. Hi, Emily. Hi, Scotty. How was your day? Jenny wants to know. Anybody else got a question for Scotty? Sharon is the winner, 598. All right, let's check this Trump video out. And it's called How Trump is Secretly Making $2.6 billion. Let's see how he's doing that. I'm very, very curious about that. Let's see.
Do you know this logo? Probably not, but it's a company that's about to make Trump. Do you know this logo? Probably not, but it's a company that's about to make Trump and his family billions. Trump doubled his fortune within a year thanks to crypto. The Trump family is positioning themselves as major players in the industry, leveraging the presidency like no one before them. So investigative reporters took a closer look at their crypto ventures, and they uncovered...
I think my thing is loose, Trent. Have you tried a different core? Sometimes they get micro breaks in them and makes them flake out. Huh. I think it gets loose in the thing, though, Trent, maybe. Mushiki, that's a big red hand, yeah. Thanks, Jen. Appreciate it, no doubt.
Covered a story of get-rich-quick advisors and dating gurus turned business partners, a foreign investment, White House access for sale, paused fraud lawsuits, and presidential pardons. The world's most powerful man is reshaping an industry his businesses are deeply invested in. And somehow, outside that industry, hardly anyone seems to notice. How did the Trump family pull this off?
That's why I am brave.
Well, I gotta mute this part, guys. They're playing music. Hold on. Gotta mute that part. They don't like playing music. Wow, Jen. They had to order a new docking station for me today. Been fighting my work laptop for over a year. Wow. Turns out they gave me the wrong docking station. That's what it was. Okay.
Lipton, David Yaffe Bellani, and based on an investigation. This video is partially based on an investigative report by Eric Lipton, David Yaffe Bellani, and banned protests for the New York Times. You'll find the link in the description. In 2019, Trump tweeted, quote, "I'm not a fan of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, which are not money, and whose value is highly volatile and based on thin air. Unregulated crypto assets can facilitate unlawful behavior, including drug trade and other illegal activity." In 2021, he said,
Bitcoin, it just seems like a scam.
But by July 2024,
Bitcoin seems like a scam. Scotty says he sends in 99 sats. Thank you, Scotty. He says, good. He's doing good, Jenny. Tried 3D printing for the first time. Can pass on the nurse fight, though. Thanks.
He said this during a Bitcoin conference in Nashville.
This afternoon, I'm laying out my plan to ensure that the United States will be the crypto capital of the planet and the Bitcoin superpower of the world.
A stark turnaround. What happened? When Biden enters office in 2020, his administration increases regulation of the crypto industry in several ways. The goal is to better protect investors from the risks and volatility of the crypto market. Most importantly, the Biden administration empowers the Securities and Exchange Commission to regulate crypto companies.
AKA authoritarianism. AKA control. Control. Scotty, nice. What have you made so far? She wants to know. Scotty?
The SEC goes into action under the newly appointed chairman, Gary Gensler. It starts charging crypto companies to create legal precedent. For example, the agency goes after the creators of the Terra cryptocurrency. Terra wiped out $40 billion in market value when it collapsed in 2022. It charges the responsible company and its founder with orchestrating a multi-billion-dollar crypto asset securities fraud. The SEC argues that cryptocurrencies are simply securities, a financial asset like stocks. That definition comes with a whole set of compliance.
They're all securities except Bitcoin. Scotty says, he's answering you, Jenny. He says, sends in another 99 sats. Thank you. Scotty, what printer do you have? Oh, sorry. This is Short Man sending in 99 sats on Short Man sending in 99 sats. I thought this was Scotty. And he says, Scotty, what printer do you have? Okay. When you said control, it sounded like the troll. Power and the troll. Yeah. Anybody else want to send messages like that? Those are my favorite, guys. On strike.
Requirements, which crypto companies often don't meet. So the agency goes after them for listing unregistered securities, for misleading marketing, and for failing to register tokens as securities. Within 3.5 years, the agency issues roughly $6 billion in total penalties across about 100 cases.
Scotty says, small container, towel rack, and a small cat. PS1 is the printer. That's what he says. Small container, towel rack, and a small cat. PS1 is the printer, guys. Thank you, Scotty.
The crypto industry doesn't like it. In their view, it doesn't make sense to treat all crypto as securities. According to them, they don't fit the definition. They want less regulation. And so do many crypto enthusiasts who feel that the Biden administration is hostile towards crypto. Enter the presidential race of 2024. A sizable chunk of voters is worried about this issue. Over 50 million Americans own crypto, and over 2 million join a crypto advocacy group. Politically, it makes sense for Trump to change course, to appeal to these voters and corporations frustrated with his opponent.
Yeah, they said it's like 1 to 3% of the population. And that's a big swing. If you can get all those libertarian, independent, some right-leaning people that don't like politics and say, hey, I won't mess with your crypto, quote unquote. Bitcoin is the way. Bitcoin, self-custody, never sell your Bitcoin. Just say all the buzzwords, because that's what he was doing. He'll get 80% of their votes, at least. And he did. Especially when you say you're going to free Ross Ulbricht. That was a great plan by Trump.
I pledge to the Bitcoin community that the day I take the oath of office, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris's anti-crypto crusade will be over. It will end. On day one, I will fire Gary Gensler and appoint a new SEC chairman.
Yeah, he said that twice. When he said, I'll fire Gary Gensler. Somebody just sent me a zap on strike, and it says withdraw to jerrylovesfreedom at strike.com. 50 sats. Thank you. I've never seen that before. And Short Man sent another 99 sats in and said, that's a great printer, Scotty. I have an Ender 3 times to upgrade. Wow. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Otis says, what I don't understand is that if you actually take the time to read the white paper or read any Bitcoin book, you will understand Bitcoin. Yeah, exactly. Paul says, yeah, I'm a single issue voter. Yeah. There's a lot of people that weren't going to vote in this election anyway. There's like, oh, there's a lesser of two evils. I don't like either one of them. Politics don't matter. My vote doesn't matter. But when he came out and said this, that pushed him over the edge, in my opinion. If Biden and Kamala had not been so horrible, he would have a harder fight. We were kind of lucky with how it all played out, in my opinion. Yeah. I mean, they were so bad, and the media covered up for them so much and lied for them so much. It literally just separated the people that either had TDS, Trump derangement syndrome, or were just stupid as hell. And a combination of both a lot of times.
He first dipped his toes into crypto in 2022 with an NFT collection. He claims seeing how many people paid in crypto for these NFTs changed his mind on the issue. Also, he begins to receive sizable donations from crypto companies for his presidential campaign. This election is the first time the crypto industry went all in on lobbying efforts. But another thing is happening behind the scenes. Donald Jr. and Eric are the key players in the Trump family's business operations. According to the New York Times, they supposedly convinced their dad that embracing crypto would not just be a smart political move, they could also make quite a bit of money with it. They came up with 2 ideas, a coin and a bank. Both will be incredibly successful. It's not just money. Our lives are increasingly digital, but until recently, mobile internet was annoyingly physical. We travel a lot for our reporting, and a hefty roaming charge will scare flight mode right into you. But recently, we completely switched to Sally's eSIM service. No more hassle to find a SIM on site, no more ripoffs and insane roaming charges. Sally gets it. Meme coins are like digital collectibles. There's a limited supply for each coin, and if one takes off, its value can skyrocket. On January 17, Trump unveils his own meme coin. It comes with a disclaimer that it's not an investment opportunity and has nothing to do with any political office. The launch goes extremely well. Millions of people buy it. Within days, it becomes one of the most popular and valuable meme coins in the world. 2 Trump businesses control 80% of.
Snarty, how are you? Yes, Mushiki, yes. How are you? Where you from, Snarty, and how'd you find the channel? It's crazy how I care for U.S. politics as much as for my own countries, just because I saw how insanely crooked the one side was, just like here. Yeah, I mean it's so obvious. And again, it's not a red versus blue thing. It's just the Democrat Party on the federal level. No, not the local or the state level, but the federal level. These people are so corrupt. Do your fathers know that you're okay? There we go. Jerry, can you pause the video and rewind to the part where it shows all the companies that donated and freeze it? Yeah, sure can. Let's see. How far back was that? Where was that at?
Donald Jr. and Eric are the key players in the Trump family's business operations. According to the New York Times, they supposedly convinced their dad that embracing crypto would not just be a smart political move, they could also make quite a bit of money with it. They came up with 2 ideas, a coin and a bank. Both will be incredibly successful. It's not.
I don't see it. BTC bug. Wasn't very far back. Okay, let's see. Oh, there it is. Okay, I got you.
Also, he begins to receive sizable donations from crypto companies for his
God, I'm so dumb. Sorry, guys. I'm such an idiot. Let me say that again. Sorry. Frankie sent in 100 sats, and he said, messed up my first note, LMAO, Frankie D the fourth. He's the one that sent in the 50. Sorry, guys. You think you are muted. Yeah, I was muted like an idiot. Thank you, Frankie D. I appreciate you, bro. Yeah, he was getting a lot of money from these crypto companies. That's why he's always talking about crypto. That's why he's often talking about, the America being the crypto, capital of the world and all this other stuff. Bodie, what's up, my brother? Good evening, Bitcoiners. How are you, sir? My man, Bodie. Good to see you, man. How's everything? Bodie, you want me to put you on the wheel of Satoshi? You going to be here for a little bit or no? Cool. I was the same with Australian politics. Knew all about the USA's campaigns and little about our elections going on at the same time. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy, Adelaide. I mean, that's honestly small compared to the total amount that he was donated. Yeah, it's a very small percentage. Probably even smaller than the percentage of the voters that he would get outside of that comparison to the voters that weren't crypto people. Good point, Trent. Keep thinking the muting is my laptop. It's my dumb ass. That's what it is. Paulie, Sorry, I had a phone call. No doubt, Jor. Arnie won. I gave it to him. Don't worry about it. Arnie won 100. It's kind of the same story. So many countries. Crazy. Yes. Hi, Jor. How are you, Bitcoin generations? My man. Ripple and XRP is separate, not the same company. They're both scams. In my personal opinion, YouTube. All right, let's spin for $5.99 and let's see who can win it. 100 sats. Hi, hello, Bitcoin. Good evening to you. Yes. Thanks, Gary. No doubt, Bob. No doubt. Adelaide, congratulations. Appreciate it. Adelaide Sparky. The Zaps are coming in. I appreciate it, guys. You guys power this show. You guys know I'm don't have any companies representing me. I do got some links, but nobody powers this show like you. Again, you guys are my constituents. People ask me to be a politician. I am kind of. I'm a Satoshi politician. And I work for you. Because again, when you look at a politician, you look at two things. You look at how they vote and who pays them. And I vote for Bitcoin every single day, every hour on the hour, and you guys pay me. And I appreciate you with your time too, not just money. Seems like Zap to chat is starting to pick up. Yes, it is. Scotty, thank you. Another 99 sats. All because of you. Zap to chat. I like that. I like that name. Zap to chat. Love it, Scotty. Thank you, bro. All is good in Generations Land. Have one stacking hard. Good. Has everyone stacked hard? I am. What is Ripple, not the company that offers the XRP coin? Ripple is buying Bitcoin with XRP money. Exactly. Bodie's in the house. Yes. Good game, AS. Whoop. Thank you, sir. No doubt. Okay, well, Jerry is frozen. I guess that's my signal to Jet for the night. You guys have fun. Oh, I'm sorry. You out of here, Jenny? I highly recommend listening to the Trump speak again at Bitcoin conference. He knows a lot more than people think. Yeah. I have listened to that about 7 times. Frank, yes, sir. It's 2 separate companies. Woohoo, always appreciate a party when celebrating Bitcoin. Yes. Bo, do you want me to put you on the wheel or what, bro? Jenny's out of here. Jenny Legendary. She's out. We love you, Jenny. Appreciate you. Bodie. Bitcoin. Generations. Good to see you always, sir. Let's keep on listening. Let's see what they got to say. Go past this commercial.
Meme coins in the world. 2 Trump businesses control 80% of all coins. A share worth $58 billion at one point. That would be about 90% of Trump's net worth.
Thanks, Paul. Paul said, thanks for not selling out and running ads on places to lend out or chase yield on your Bitcoin. I'll never do that, bro. I will never, ever, ever promote a lending institution on my channel. Now, I'm not going to lie. If Speed Wallet came and hollered at me, Cold Card, the company for Cold Card, what's their names? You know their names. Or Start9, I'd have to talk to them guys. Just saying. No doubt, Paulie. Will is in the house. Will, what's up, bro? Will Phillips is back. How you doing, bro? Always good to see you, man. How was your weekend, sir? Put you on the wheel. My man, Will Phillips. Always a pleasure, sir. 6 kids. Keep stacking. Yes. Wow, 6? I got you, Otis. Good night, Jen. We love you, Jenny. New people in the space. Please do not lend out or borrow against your Bitcoin, Paul says in capital letters. Hey there, Will. Forget Bitcoin. Buy Flag Makes Stock. Imagine Alberta becomes number 51. Oh, Flag Makes Stock. And every single flag in the country needs to be replaced because of additional star. That's a good point, man. Frank, trust me, but verify. Google it to double check me. Good point, bro. Good point.
Worth. Shortly after, the value plummeted and so far never recovered. In consequence, nearly half of the people who bought this coin lost money. A tiny group of people made enormous profits. The Trump family hasn't actually sold their coins, which are still theoretically worth billions. But they made an incredible amount of money nonetheless, through the sale of the tokens and transaction fees. The Financial Times estimates a figure of at least $335 million. Under the Biden administration, Trumps and other meme coins might have been investigated by the SEC. They're a hotbed for wild financial speculation and scams, and most buyers tend to lose money. But that doesn't happen in this case. And once Trump is in power, he replaces the head of the SEC, as promised.
On day one, I will fire Gary Gensler and appoint a new SEC chairman.
Shortly after, the agency publishes a statement saying that meme coins are essentially not to be investigated or regulated by them because they can't be defined as securities. The agency also ends their investigation into several crypto companies. Experts are quick to point out a conflict of interest. The president and his family profit from crypto, while he's also the one setting crypto policy. Crypto executives fear Trump's coin could damage the industry's reputation, one they've been working to rebuild after years of scandals. But it doesn't end here. In April 2025, it's announced that the top 220 holders of Trump's coin will be invited to a private dinner with the president. The top 25 will also get access to an exclusive pre-dinner reception and a special VIP tour of the White House. Mostly foreign crypto investors spent a total of $148 million on Trump coins for a chance to attend. Crypto entrepreneur Justin Sun alone seems to have paid $16 million. More on him in a minute. The attendee list was not published, but other notable figures included the crypto investors Sungrok O, Kine Warwick, and the meme coin startup Memecore. This might give the impression that one can buy access to the President of the United States. Luckily, the White House clarified.
The president is abiding by all conflict of interest laws that are applicable. The American public believe it's absurd for anyone to insinuate that this president is profiting off of the presidency.
But all of this is just a tip of the iceberg. This story has been in the news extensively. Meanwhile, the full extent of the Trump family's involvement in crypto is concealed within a far more ambitious and far less public venture. According to Eric Trump, it's one of the most successful things they ever did. On September 16, 2024, Trump announced the launch of a new venture called World Liberty Financial. This new business is run by his sons Eric, Donald Jr., and Barron. The goal is to become a kind of crypto bank, a place where people can borrow and lend money in digital currencies. Their plans are laid out in this gold paper that has Trump all over it. He's listed as the company's chief crypto advocate. DT Marks DeFi LLC is a corporate entity of the Trump family. Trump's assets are managed by his children, but he still directly benefits from them. This entity owns roughly 40% of World Liberty Financial. The other four founders include Zach Witkoff and his father Steve Witkoff, a real estate mogul, longtime friend of Trump, and his special envoy to the Middle East. The Atlantic dubbed him the real Secretary of State. Then there are Zachary Falkman, known as Z-Money, and Chase Harrow. The two were reportedly brought in through Zach Witkoff, and they had rather interesting careers before teaming up with the president's family to launch a crypto bank. Z-Money once ran a site called Date Hotter Girls.
Like what it is that you want to do to this girl, throwing her up against the wall and ripping her clothes off.
Yes, this is a very good video. There's a lot going on. Exactly. And Michael Saylor is right up in that mixture. Absolutely. Absolutely.
According to the New York Times, the two also sold colon cleanses and gave get-rich-quick advice.
First 14 days of January, I made $1 million net. I became a man.
In any case, this team gets right to work. First, World Liberty Financial begins to sell a new cryptocurrency called Wilfi. The Trump family is entitled to 75% of the revenue from these coin sales, after a minimum has been generated that will stay in the company. Whoever buys gets voting rights in the company in the future. The purchase essentially makes you a shareholder. The Trump family owns $22.5 billion of these coins. The goal is to sell $300 million worth of this new currency. But at the end of October, sales are at just a few $1 million. Then, election night changes everything.
Thank you very much. Wow. Incredible movement. This was a movement like nobody's ever seen before. I will fire Gary Gensler and appoint a new SEC chairman.
Big things on the horizon for World Liberty Financial. Suddenly, people are starting to buy. Many investors are from places like Singapore, South Korea, Hong Kong, and the United Arab Emirates. They are legally not allowed to donate to a presidential campaign, but Wilfi offers a nice workaround to back Trump. Other investors previously had trouble with the SEC. Here, one...
They did the same thing with Kamala Harris with Oprah Winfrey. Oprah Winfrey didn't directly give Kamala Harris the money. I mean, Kamala Harris didn't give it directly to Oprah Winfrey. They just gave it to her company. That's what they do. You know, this is what they do. I'm not mad about it. You know what I mean? But again, I think they're buying a lot more Bitcoin this second. I've seen a video talking about him buying Bitcoin too. You might talk about it in this video.
Man stands out, Justin Sun. At the time, the SEC is suing him and his companies for fraud and securities violations. They allege the unregistered trading of securities, extensive wash trading to make it seem that particular coins had trading activity to inflate their price, and the undisclosed.
Good evening, Pat Murata. Pat Murata. Laughing emojis. Good evening, Fat Murata. Pat Murata. Okay. I'm back home from my Monday side hustle. You know what time it is. Fire in the hole. That's right. Eric called his dad a Bitcoin maxi recently, didn't he? Yes, he did. Yes, he did, Jor.
Promotion of 2 coins through multiple celebrities. Sun spends a total of $75 million on World Liberty's coins after the election. According to him, that has nothing to do with the giant lawsuit and is simply a vote of confidence in Trump. Then Trump is inaugurated and Gensler steps down as chairman of the SEC. Shortly after, the agency requests to pause the lawsuit against Sun. In 2024 alone, Trump made $57 million from WillFi token sales. World Liberty Financial is just getting started though. Next step, a transformative initiative. They supposedly set out to help out smaller crypto companies by investing into their coins. But the New York Times found out that these deals apparently have a not-so-public second layer. Apparently, World Liberty Financial doesn't simply buy other coins, they may propose asymmetrical currency swaps. This is how it will go. A company buys somewhere between $10 and $30 million of WillFi, and in turn, World Liberty Financial buys a smaller chunk of their coin. This way, World Liberty would reportedly make up to a 20% premium on these deals. The company's argument for these types of deals is supposedly that they're like super close to the president. Some crypto companies apparently felt World Liberty was essentially selling an endorsement, but reportedly several crypto companies struck deals with World Liberty Financial. Many others rejected them, calling the supposed approach dishonest. World Liberty Financial told the New York Times that it would be false, absurd, and dangerous to suggest that investments or partnerships with World Liberty Financial were conducted as some sort of political quid pro quo. But the New York Times found even more troubling coincidences. World Liberty Financial announced a partnership with Athena Labs in December 2024 and bought $5 million of their cryptocurrency. One of Athena's investors pleaded guilty to violating the Bank Secrecy Act in 2022. Trump pardoned him in March of 2025.
I wonder why. I wonder why he pardoned him.
Trump also called for legislation to govern stablecoins so they could better operate in the US. Those are cryptocurrencies designed to always be worth $1. Shortly after World Liberty Financial introduced their own stablecoin, USD1, it already has a market cap of over $2 billion, making it the 5th biggest.
By the way, Matthew Cratter dropped a fire video today about Tether and the dollar and the stable coins. He went in on that video, man.
Stablecoin in the world. The coin was used for a $2 billion investment into Binance by MGX. Binance is the world's largest crypto exchange. Changpeng Zhao is the founder and former CEO of the company. Last year, he was sentenced to 4 months in prison after pleading guilty to money laundering in the US. In light of this deal, Zhao met with Zach Witkoff, Z-Money, and Chase Harrow. MGX, on the other hand, is a state-owned investment company in Abu Dhabi. The deal was led by the National Security Advisor of the United Arab Emirates.
Okay, Paul, you out of here? Care have to leave. Going to the river. It's too hot. Have a wonderful night, Bitcoiners. Okay, Paul, we love you, man. Paul the GOAT's out of here. Salute to you, Paul. Thank you, man. We love you, brother.
Again, some worry this could present a conflict of interest. One could argue that through this deal, a foreign country is directly contributing to the financial benefit of the US president. And this deal is just one part of the Trump family's growing business relations in the Middle East. There's more, though. The Trump Media and Technology Group is the company behind Trump's Truth Social platform. In May, it raised more than $2 billion to buy Bitcoin. This makes the company effectively a giant bet on the cryptocurrency. Just 2 months prior, Trump had announced a national crypto reserve. Specifically, Bitcoin and Ether would be at the heart of it. In turn, these 2 coins and many others gained in value significantly for a period. World Liberty Financial had also been buying $240 million worth of Ether in the months before the announcement. Yet another Trump venture recently raised $220 million for Bitcoin mining. So, what does all of this mean? There are many moving pieces to this story. Reports of possibly secretly sold stakes, an apparent divestment by Steve Witkoff, new maneuvers to align WillFi and the Trump meme coin. But this is the big picture. According to Forbes, crypto now makes up most of Trump's wealth, around 60%. Just think about that for a second. He inherited and expanded a real estate empire for half a century.
Did you guys just hear that? Let me play that again. Crypto now accounts for most of Donald Trump's net worth. Donald Trump's net worth, guys. Crypto. How much of that is Bitcoin?
Crypto now makes up most of Trump's wealth, around 60%. Just think about that for a second. He inherited and expanded a real estate empire for half a century. Now it took just a year for him to double his wealth. Is it a coincidence that this is also the year he became president again? The year in which he seized control of the most important regulatory bodies around crypto? The New York Times writes that World Liberty Financial has erased centuries-old presidential norms, eviscerating the boundary between private enterprise and government policy in a manner without precedent in modern American history. The picture Trump's crypto ventures are painting is that of an oligarchy, where rich people in trouble with the law suddenly don't have trouble anymore, where foreign governments and investors enrich the US leader directly, and where you get to go to the White House if you just give the Trump family enough money. We asked World Liberty Financial for a comment. They did not get back to us.
Wow. That's crazy, guys. That is crazy. I did not know that. 60% of his wealth is in crypto. Wow. That's crazy. Sorry, guys. The blocks are coming out pretty slow right now. $5.99. Well, not really. 21 minutes between the other one, 5 minutes, 6 minutes between that one. What do you guys think about that, man? That's crazy, right? I don't like it so. Rug pulls, yeah. But, I mean, he has to sell to be a rug pull, though, Samantha. He said the other one he didn't sell, so I don't know. Do I like his shitcoin? No, of course not. But again, all roads lead to Bitcoin, guys. Great video. Yeah, it is. Jor, I sold ETH and ADA and HBR today. I'm sitting on over 25 cash, Canadian cash, bro. 25K Canadian cash. Can you post that link? I sure did. I already did, but I'll post it again, my friend. Crazy video, right? Here you go, Bodie. Moral of the story, buy Bitcoin, sell everything else. Exactly. We don't play those fiat, CBDC, stablecoin, shitcoin, crypto casino games, guys. Buy Bitcoin and hold and secure it. Matthew Cratter is my GOAT. We're going to watch Matthew Cratter by popular demand. We'll watch him. Damn, nice work, VHF. Yes. Bitcoin generations. Boom. Better not wait to put that into Bitcoin. Exactly. Thank you. No doubt. He is. I think he is. It's biddy time. Boom. Yeah, that's what I would do, y'all. Much love to you. If it can be manipulated, don't have it as your money. Exactly. If it helps us, he can get his bag. Yeah, I don't mind getting his bag. I really don't, sir. Let me see if I miss any zaps. Thank you, guys. You guys have been so kind to me, man. I really appreciate that. I really do. Really do, man. Seriously. Never thought it'd be doing what I'm doing here, man. You guys give me the best job in the world. That's life-changing wealth at 125 or 75 with less stress. Yeah. That's right. George said the best time to buy is on Monday. Today is Monday. I smash bought at 12:30 p.m. He had it. I DCA'd at 12 and 1, not 12:30. Anybody want to buy my remaining gold so I can buy more sats? LOL, yeah. That's a good move, man. That's a good move. But we'll see. You know. Let's take a look at our boy. Let's do a spin real quick first. Block 600. Then we'll look at our boy Matthew Cratter from Bitcoin University. Daughter asked today if she should sell and buy if it goes down to 100K. Oh, wow. You know what the answer to that is. Smash bought at 12:30 my time too, Jor. Nice. Very nice. Block 600, guys. Let's spin it. Let's see who wins it. Corey. Jor? Corey? Corey, congratulations, sir. We are due for a correction, yeah. Again, I get up here. We are, yeah. I get up every single morning, guys. I'm just like, how in the hell am I getting 800 something Satoshis for $1, man? How? We are due for a bull run, yeah. Yep. Good game, Corey. I said, nope. That's right, Bodie. No way. Good game, Corey. When that happens, stack harder, LOL. Woohoo, yes. Let's look at mostly everybody's favorite Bitcoiner. Your favorite Bitcoiner is Bitcoiner. Your favorite YouTuber is Bitcoiner. Favorite YouTube's channel. Matthew Cratter. Bitcoin, CBDCs, and the Genius Act. This is a good video, man. Very good. It's consolidating. That is the correction. Okay. That's the correction. How do we put our name on the wheel? Just make a comment and let me know and verify that you're a real person, Brendan, and I'll put you on there, my boy. He's definitely not mine. I know he's not yours, Jor. I know that. The man last name is Crapper because he's full of it. With that being said, your last name should be Crapper too, he says. Huh. Okay. 116,200 just a little while ago. It's basically already a small correction. Yes. Matthew Cratter, the OG. Yeah, he's the guy I learned the most about Bitcoin from. Hands down was Matthew Cratter. I was listening to him before he got into Bitcoin. And then once he started talking about Bitcoin, I'm like, man, what are you doing? I left his channel for a while. I'm like, this dude keeps talking about this cryptocurrency bullshit. I swear to God, I said that. Sell everything and buy it back later with Sats. Exactly. Yes, Mushiki, way too much demand. Absolutely. Let's see what my boy Matthew Cratter's got to say.
This is Matthew Cratter's Bitcoin University. Today I want to talk about Bitcoin, CBDCs, and the Genius Act. Try this one weird trick if you'd like to understand the true intent of any government act. All you need to do is replace the main word with its antonym, with its opposite. So for example, if you want to understand what the Bank Secrecy Act is about, you can just call it the Bank Surveillance Act, or the USA Patriot Act. You can just call it the USA Trader Act. And now we have the Genius Act, which of course, using the same method, you should read as the Idiot Act. Genius stands for Guiding and Establishing National Innovation for U.S. Stablecoins Act.
He's absolutely right. Anything the government tells you, just do the opposite. Say the opposite, do the opposite.
And like many government things, even the acronym doesn't quite work, does it? Now, if you were foolish enough to believe that Bitcoin is the greatest financial innovation.
Sharon says, hey, Jor, I send an automatic direct deposit from my Bitcoin account every other week on Mondays. Thanks for the advice. Yeah, that was good advice. No doubt. Mr. Fundamentals, Jor, for the score.
Of our lifetime, the current administration would beg to differ. This is a post from the White House. Genius Act signed into law. The Genius Act creates a clear and simple regulatory framework.
Wait, what? VHF says it may be foolish, but I'm gonna wait a year to buy Bitcoin. VHF, why would you wait a year to buy Bitcoin? Again, VHF is what I call the contrarians, ladies and gentlemen. Wait a year to buy Bitcoin. Wow. Frankie D, Frankie the Fourth. I started BTC from Crater. The way he does his videos is so intriguing. Yeah, he's like the Messiah. You know what I mean? He's just. I listen to this man every single morning after I do my prayers. I'm just in a Zen quiet mode. I just play his video and I just listen to him. He gets me calm and cool for the day. You know what I mean? He got me through when I was doing precious metals. He's the one that got me to finally say, because he kept calling gold shiny yellow rocks. And I was like, why are you talking shit about my gold, man, and my silver? But he was right. You know what I mean? Got to stick to my plan. No, you don't have to, VHF. I mean, you can if you want to, of course, but wait a year. You think Bitcoin is going to be less than 118, 117 in a year from now? Okay, brother. You might be right. And again, I hope you're right, bro. I really do. For my sake and your sake, 100%. Anytime sharing a smart move, that was a smart move. Oof. Yeah, I know. I wouldn't do it. Hey, let's go. I'd like to be on the wheel. By now. Is that a real person? VHF is sure BTC will crash to 70K, but it won't. And before he knows it, it'll be 200K. I mean, he may be right. VHF, you get hacked? LOL. No, he's been saying this. VHF, again, he's the contrarian, man. He goes against the grain, and he goes against that grain. VHF, there definitely will be a pullback in a year. You just don't know how low that will be. Yeah. Because, next year is supposed to be the quote-unquote bear year, the bear market year. BTC might go to 200K before 70K, yeah? But nobody knows, What does Verhoeven know that we don't? He's been doing his charts. Wait a year. Good luck, man. rooting for you, yeah. But time in market beats timing in the market. Time in the market, yes, it does, sir. Smart enough to sell ETH and shit coins, but not smart enough to buy before it goes to 1 million. Yes. Hey, Jerry, for Bitcoin price to go up and for us to make a profit, that just means someone else lost that profit. Sadly, that's VHF in this case, more likely. LOL. I hope not, man. I hope it ain't him. LOL. Sustainable pullbacks are not guaranteed with the supply and demand. Yeah. Again, if anybody's waiting on an 80% drawdown, don't hold your breath, guys. Okay? Do not hold your breath for 80% drawdown. I don't think that's happening. Way too much demand, man. Now, is there some paper manipulation going on here? Sure, it is. They're trying to keep the price down. But again, it's like pushing a beach ball down in the water at the beach, man. You can only hold it down for so long, ladies and gentlemen. Did El Capo of crypto take over your account? He's young. He'll learn in a few cycles. I don't think VHF is young. I think VHF is like late 40s, I believe. Unless he just got into crypto, you mean?
The Genius Act creates a clear and simple regulatory framework to establish and unleash the immense promise of dollar-backed stablecoins. This could be perhaps the greatest revolution in financial technology since the birth of the internet itself.
You hear the sarcasm, and this is what I love about Matthew Cratter. He's so sarcastic. He's got that dry humor. I'm gonna play this again when he's reading this, and listen to his listen to his sarcasm, man. Listen.
Administration would beg to differ. This is a post from the White House. Genius Act signed into law. The Genius Act creates a clear and simple regulatory framework to establish and unleash the immense promise of dollar-backed stablecoins. This could be perhaps the greatest revolution in financial technology since the birth of the internet itself. This tells you what the White House really thinks about Bitcoin.
Sharon wants to know, why shouldn't you lend out your Bitcoin? That's a personal choice, Sharon. You know what I mean? I'm not saying you should or you shouldn't. I just won't shill a company that's doing it. I'm not saying I won't lend out my Bitcoin, but again, everyone wants your Bitcoin, Sharon. And I'm not going to sit here and say these companies are going to take it from you, but let's just say when you have the hardest asset, you might want to hold on to it. Sharon. But we got a long way to go for that, though. I think the mega bears drawdowns of the past are over. Absolutely, Frankie the Fourth. 25K worth of Bitcoin changed the bloodline forever. Yeah. Yeah, you buy 25K today, and you get yourself 23 million sats or whatever that is. You're cooking with fish grease, ladies and gentlemen. I'm 45, and yes, this is my first cycle, but the research I put in is crazy. Okay. All right. Sailor alone is buying 2 times the supply right now, and it ends at some point. Yes. Again, it's a finite supply. You cannot keep doing it at these prices. All it's going to do is push the price up. He's going to keep buying. He's not going to stop. He's just going to have to pay more for it. Oh, my bad, VHL. I was guessing by the pulling head. I like lending against Bitcoin as long as you do your due diligence, understand the risks and how you could lose it. Yes. VHF. Boom. Not going to lie. 1 million Bitcoin feels so small. It does. It does. I'm just trying to get as much as the next person. Put it away. Yeah. Jerry, got to run. Please take me off. Okay, got you, bro. No doubt, Neod. No doubt, sir. See you next time, my friend. Or I can die. Okay, thank you, Sharon says, no doubt. Pumpkinhead, I know what you meant. This is my first cycle too, but looking back at past crashes, it's hard to see if it's going to drop like that again with the big guys getting into it. Getting in, yeah. I mean, VHF, you got a lot of smart Bitcoiners in here, man. And I haven't not seen one person. I'm not saying you're wrong, VHF. I'm just saying not one person that have been in Bitcoin as long as you and longer than you is agreeing with you, bro. So everybody pretty much disagrees with that, man. Not saying you're wrong, and I hope you're right, but I'm just saying, man, just saying. I hope you're right, though, so I can stack more at low price. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I'm not saying you're wrong, but the probabilities of that, oh, man. Yep, and MicroStrategy each buy towards 1 million. Total Bitcoin is going to get harder and harder, more expensive and more expensive. Yeah. Sharon said, drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. I'm working grok hard tonight. It's moving very slow. Oh, man. Really?
Versus stablecoins. What's a stablecoin? It's what you This tells you what the White House really thinks about Bitcoin versus stablecoins. What's a stablecoin? It's what you get when a central banker mates with a blockchain. It's a very intricate procedure. You get dirty fiat forever wars, Federal Reserve, IRS payment tokens on crypto rails. And if that doesn't sound like Bitcoin, you would be right. Hooray.
It is definitely not Bitcoin. Somebody sent in 99 sats. I had similar thinking to VHF. This is Scotty99. Still think there will be a large drawdown, but it will be 1 million to 200K. I am getting my BTC now, though, in case I am wrong. Okay. All right. VHF. And then VHF says, like I've said, human nature moves this market and human nature doesn't change. There will be a bear market, me thinks, because there's been one every cycle. Okay. Historical data goes out the window when the biggest players start buying as much as they do. Yeah. Institutional buying is in here, is in the mix now. VHF, not including the governments and the countries. You know, and a lot of people with a lot of money, high net worth individuals. You know what I mean? These ain't the boys just trading back and forth, these crypto bros and people getting shook out. You know, the soft hands. These are diamond hand people, man. You know what I mean? We all need our conviction after his research. VHF has his. He sure does, Lauren. This cycle is not the same, Otis says. People will definitely sell at a bottom, but it will be bought up faster than ever by institutions and whales that are learning as we speak. I mean, look at it, guys. The farthest we went down, it was in the 70s, right? Went down to the 70s because of the tariff stuff. And it just went right back up. I dumped it in too in the 70s. Mid 70s. I took my whole month DCA and dumped it in the 70s at about 76, something like that. Boy, I'm so glad. I got so many more sats when I did that. You know, people will still sell at the bottom, but it'll be at bottom fat. Yes. A guy I used to watch says you lose money on your first cycle, make a little more in your second, and make a ton on your third. I like that. I like that. Those coins are not moving. They're not. All the people we just mentioned, the governments, institutions, ETFs, the big boys, billionaires and stuff, these people aren't trading, man. These people got diamond hands. Buy now, buy tomorrow, buy next week. Buy all the time because price agnostic and stack as hard as you can. Hold on one second, guys. Hold on one second, guys. Hold on. Okay, sorry, guys. There will be a bear market. It's just not going to be 70K. It'll probably be like 200K. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, the future cycles aren't going to be the same as in the past. Past result won't match future results. I agree. I agree with that. True, Matt. Big players will never sell their Bitcoin. Yeah. And again, the more time that goes on, the more time it gives people to understand what this is. You know, and you got some very, very, very smart people with a lot of money getting to understand this, man. You know what I mean? Big players will never sell their Bitcoin. I agree with you. Only that is fixed and it will stay the same as the halving cycle and supply versus demand. Yes, exactly. And the supply is going to get even less and the demand is going to go higher. Again, Bitcoin is always going to go higher for these three reasons. They're going to print money. They're not making it as much as Bitcoin anymore. Bitcoin supply goes down. The fiat supply goes up. And the demand, because of these two things, or the demand for Bitcoin goes up, and at the same time, the demand for fiat goes down. Both ways. Only that is fixed and will stay the same as having. Yes, Brandon, BlackRock IBIT ETFs makes more on fees than SPY and no more 80% crash, my opinion. Me neither, Brandon. Brandon, I'm going to put you on the wheel. You look real, bro. You've proven yourself, sir. Brendan. Let's see. What's your name? Brandon Murphy. Okay. Okay, got you. Man, when I use Grok, it tells me sorry because I have to correct it every time. Great take there, technician. Yes, exactly. LML, I feel mad when I get mad at mines and start cursing it out. Feel bad. 3.125 per block reward. The amount of news is literally insane. 2019, if the amount of news that is happening now would have happened, that we would have a $10 million Bitcoin. Blame FTX. LOL. Yep. I be telling Grok like it is, Sharon says. Yes, Frank D. If your plan is to have a stack by next year, then best advice to start the DCA today. Exactly, Jay. Jay, do I got you on the wheel? I'll put you on, brother. Agreed. Smash buy, though. Then do a DCA. There's a lot of top signals right now. One being a guy at work asked me if he should buy crypto. Yep. Maybe I will start the DCA a little bit. Yeah. Can't go wrong DCA. Yeah. DCA, bro. You know what I mean? Hedge yourself, man. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. DCA, and then if you're right, then smash buy. You know what I mean? DCA likely the worst thing you could do, VHF. I mean, he's not going to smash buy, though, Jor. He's just not going to do it. He's convinced. So at least we got to get him to crawl his way in there. You know what I mean? That's a fact. It's actually crazy when you think about it. That's how we know they're using algorithmic trading to buy. Yep. I have seen some whales try to trade for fiat. Yep. VHF smash. No, he won't, though. OTC will run out eventually. Yep. Smash by DCA, then smash by again. Dip. LOL. Jerry, I was on there before the wheel was born, but don't got to put me on there. All right.
Hey, stablecoins are the great store of value, just like the US dollar. We can see that stablecoins, because they're basically US dollars, they will hold value the same amount. But that's not all. You probably didn't realize that stablecoins are also perfect censorship resistant money. That's why Tether yesterday blocked some USDT, which got stolen. This is not to say that I'm in favor of criminals, but just to point out that stablecoins are highly surveilled and they can be confiscated or frozen at any time.
He's got such a smart, he's so funny, man. It says, do you see DCA as a bad thing to do? Do you think DCA is a bad thing to do, George? They want to know. VHF, if I was you, I would put in a limit order for 115 to 116 and buy as much as you can afford. That's what I do. Is a once per month purchase better?
Stablecoins are simply a form of US dollars that can be more easily programmed, censored, and confiscated. So
Iman Perry, how are you? Let me put you on the wheel, brother. You want some sats? Iman Perry. Good to see you, man. How you doing? It may drop to 112 or 114. This thing is a ticking time bomb. Exactly, Otis, exactly.
So actually, this is a Genius Act from the point of view of the authoritarians who want to control you and your money. The Genius Act gives the Federal Reserve, in other words, the U.S. Central Bank, a lot of regulatory control as well. And that's what makes these kind of stablecoins virtually indistinguishable from CBDCs, apart from the very technical factor that CBDCs would be issued directly by the Fed and ride directly on some Fed blockchain rather than being available on multiple blockchains. I think that would be the technical distinction, but they're basically the same thing when it comes to surveillance, when it comes to control, and when it comes to fiat debasement. If you're finding this video interesting so far, I just paused really briefly here to ask you to help to support this channel's educational mission. Hit the subscribe button. That does really help. Leave a like, leave a comment, question, suggestion for a future video, and share this video with a friend or family member. Now, unfortunately, this is the new American way. So, for example, the U.S. government, according to the First Amendment, cannot ban free speech. But that's okay. Just have the Biden administration call up Jack Dorsey at Twitter and Zuck at Meta and tell them which people to deplatform. That's how the government can control free speech. Government can't ban guns. That's okay. Just have the U.S. federal government go after anyone who provides banking services to gun sellers, like Obama did under Operation Choke Point. I'll put a link to this in the description notes below. So what's happening here with the Genius Act, this is very similar to the anti-free speech and anti-guns playbook that's been followed over the last 2 decades. The U.S. government can't roll out a CBDC, a central bank digital currency, because Trump made some promise to voters. That's okay. Just have Tether and Circle and all the big Wall Street banks roll out stablecoins instead.
What do you guys think? Because he's basically saying that stable coins are CBDCs. What do you think about that? But if it doesn't, won't stay long. The crazy thing is that in a decade, no one will care if you bought it 75 or 275, but that you got it under $1 million, not worth the risk to wait, in my opinion. I completely agree with that. I completely agree. But VHF is he's stuck, man. He's stuck on it. Okay, Joe, I'll bite. What's your criteria to smash by? Valid point, Jor. Okay, he's coming around. VHF is coming around. Perry Cratter makes me laugh a lot. Yeah, it was his dry humor. He's so sarcastic, man. So sarcastic. 100%. Just like people from last couple cycles don't care if they bought at 100 or 1,000. Yep. After I got my first big SAT purchase, then I DCA. That's right. Yeah. That's what I do. I get paid on the first of the month. I smash buy on the first, and then I DCA for the rest of the month. Then I do little smash buys through the month. I think in most cases, buying at a massive dip is superior to DCAing. Yeah, but it's hard to find the massive dip, though. We are about to go bananas. That's why DCA is not the best. Just smash buy half, buy on any dips. Yep. Yes, basically. Mm-hmm. Yep, that's true with stablecoins basically being undercover CBDCs. Yeah, I disagree. CBDCs are different from USDT. Okay, let's see what he's got to say. Love to hear more about that, Joe. I was doing once a month and just started spinning it up this month. Thanks. Yep. Splitting it up. Yep. Stable coins are basically CBDCs. Okay. I don't need KYC or my bank's permission to hold USDT. Just get a good amount and put it away. Maybe next week, get another good amount. Repeat. All right. I've never DCA, most likely never will. Not because I'm against it, but I don't know how much money I will have next week. That's why. Okay. Yeah. Yes. At the moment, USDT and CBDC are different, but believe it will be a way for CBDC to sneak into your government money if we're America. It is not careful. Okay, let's see what he's got to say about that.
And then have the federal government exert control over them by applying pressure to these companies. For the last 2 decades, the U.S. government can't roll out a CBDC, a central bank digital currency, because Trump made some promise to voters. That's okay, just have Tether and Circle and all the big Wall Street banks roll out stablecoins instead, and then have the federal government exert control over them by applying pressure to these companies. So this is how you do it. The government can't interfere in these things directly, but what they can do is allow a few huge corporations to get market share and then just control those corporations as they did with Twitter during the whole pandemic. It's the American way and the best way. And the best part is that it keeps the central bankers and other elites in charge. We spoke about the real motivation for stablecoins in previous videos over the years. This is one from about a year ago, USD stablecoins exporting US toxic sludge. In this video, I discuss how expanding the US dollar stablecoin market could be used to increase demand for US treasuries in the wake of declining petrodollar and East Asian trade surplus recycling. If so, this would be yet another example of the US dumping its toxic waste on developing nations. What developing nations really need is BTC, but perhaps USD stablecoins could be the entry drug. So we've covered this before. In summary, that argument.
So VHF, I agree with what George's saying here. George is basically saying if you got a large amount of cash, let's just say you got 10,000 or 25,000 or whatever, just smash buy it in or put half of it in. You got 25,000, put 12,500 in. If there's another dip, put the other, 6,250 and then put the other 6,250, or just smash buy it all in and then DCA from there. George saying. I agree. That part. There are a lot of regulatory pressure in jurisdictions too much, including decentralized exchange by attacking centralized points. Regulatory pressure for too much, including decentralized exchanges by attacking centralized points. Yes, good point. Exactly what I do. Yep. Thank you, Jorah. That's what I need to. That's what I need to be here. That's why I need to be here. Yes. I'm looking at it from an investor standpoint, not an employee standpoint. If you have steady income and only buy a small amount, DCA saves you a lot of hassle. Okay. But if you have saved up amount and want to invest that, I would not start DCA. I would invest that all once a good time. Wish I did that when I started. Yeah, that's what he was saying. VHF was basically saying he's sitting on a shitload of cash. So if you're sitting on a ton of cash, like, dude, put that thing into Bitcoin, bro. Okay, here's somebody with 99 sats. This is Scotty. He said, I have been having fun buying on every dip, doing better than when I was trying to get the bottom. It is quite freeing, not stressing about the exact price. Yeah. Yeah, if I have a big amount, I just put it all in or put half in. Okay, good. Well, I already did that. Now I'm just DCAing my check-in now. Okay, good. Good evening, Ginger. How are you, sir? I'm going to put you on the wheel. Good to see you, man. How's everything? Ginger? Thanks for coming back, sir. Ginger? Just talking about DCA and a smash buying, sir. 1 Bitcoin equals 1 Bitcoin. That's right. That's why I'm DCing $1 a day. I know I can afford that. That's right. That cash is like a hot potato, LOL. Yeah, I can't hold it, man. I can't hold it.
Stablecoins could be the entry drug. So we've covered this before. In summary, that argument is that the U.S. government needs dummies to buy its toxic sludge debt, and foreign governments just don't want to buy it anymore because they don't want to have their treasuries confiscated like Iran and Russia did. And this is why China's been letting its roll of treasuries mature and roll off its balance sheet. But the big, not so beautiful bill is going to lead to more huge deficit spending that needs to be paid for by borrowing. So the playbook here is just to issue a lot of short-term debt, short-term U.S. government debt called T-bills, which have a maturity of call it 1 month to a year. Just issue a lot of these T-bills and have stablecoin issuers buy them to help to fund the U.S. government. I believe this was Paul Ryan's idea originally, which was floated a couple of years ago. And this is what Tether's been doing for years. They now have in net circulation $161 billion worth of Tether dollars, USDT. If we take a look at how these are backed, 81% of them are backed by US Treasury bills, US T-bills. So that puts it at about, call it 128, 129, 130 billion dollars worth of T-bills that they need to buy every single year now.
I think Lauren has a question here. I have a fixed amount to put to Bitcoin each month. Should I smash buy using all of it at the beginning of the month or evenly DCA throughout the month? Everybody's different. You know what I mean? Everybody's different. I know what I do. You know what I mean? I get a certain amount and I like to smash buy a big amount in the beginning of the month, Lauren, and then throughout I'll DCA. So that's what I do. But I think George's saying he smashes by a bunch, maybe 80% or higher, and then the rest he'll DCA a little bit per week or something like that. But you know me, I buy every hour on the hour. So, but you got to figure out what works best for you. You know what I mean? I got you. Completely understandable. Dang, now I want a milkshake, Frank. Hey, Jor, if you're not going to pay attention to price, DCA it. If you're going to pay attention to price, you can price it. But DCA better than buying a specific time a month. Boom. LOL. Hulk smash. Yeah.
And if we look at that, it's very significant. That is more T-bills, or that's more treasuries than, let's scroll down here, that's more treasuries than Saudi Arabia owns, South Korea, UAE, and even Germany. So Tether now owns more T-bills than Germany does. So that gives you an idea of how these stablecoin issuers can drive demand for toxic U.S. government debt. The Genius Act is really nothing more than a way to keep the U.S. debt Ponzi going while delaying the Bitcoin revolution. When people tell you that stablecoins are going to help onboard more people to Bitcoin by providing fiat on crypto rails, I think that's complete nonsense. It's easy to buy Bitcoin today using US dollars. You can buy them from your bank or various apps. You don't need a US dollar stablecoin for that. It's also easy to earn Bitcoin today by selling goods and services. This is perhaps the best way to accumulate Bitcoin and just accept Bitcoin for your goods and services that you're selling. There's a company called Zaps that makes it really easy to do this. I'm not being paid or compensated in any way by them. I'm just a happy customer. This is Zaps. I'll put a link to them in the description notes below. And they allow your business to accept Bitcoin over Lightning and Onchain as well. You can see on my website at bitcoinuniversity.com, there's this option in the top menu. Just click pay with BTC and it takes you to their checkout page, and all you need to do is put it in an email, because I need to be able to contact you somehow to give you your login information. But then on the next screen, you can pay using Bitcoin or Lightning, on-chain Bitcoin or Lightning. So I don't think we should be exploiting the global South by onboarding them into digital dollars like US dollar stablecoins instead of BTC itself. Stablecoins are good for politicians, they're good for central bankers, and they're good for shitcoiners too, who want to onboard more and more people into their shitcoin Ponzi's. But stablecoins have nothing to do with separating money from state. In fact, they're the exact opposite. Stablecoins are just another fiat monstrosity, now being heavily promoted by the same administration that brought you the Trump and Melania scam coins. Fortunately, there is still a form of freedom money that cannot be censored, confiscated, or debased, and that you can use to protect you and your family from the Epstein-loving elites who openly despise you and think that you're stupid. And that solution is called Bitcoin, a much better solution than stablecoins. The US dollar really is a monstrosity. It's a monetary parasite. There's nothing American or virtuous about it either. The US dollar is the money of endless war and oppression by bankers, and our own founding fathers would have despised it and despised stablecoins as well. So don't buy the bill of goods that the bankers and the Republican and Democrat fiat maximalists want to sell you. Just opt out of the system and buy and hold Bitcoin instead. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the subscribe and like buttons. Hit the notification bell if you want to be notified when I publish my next video. And let me know your questions and comments in the comment section below. Thanks all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
I love Matthew. Love Matthew Cratter. He's the GOAT. Yeah, I was muted. Sorry. I was just saying I love Matthew. And I just read on Vic's whole thing. Hold on. Somebody just sent me something. 99 sats. Thank you. Said, heading out soon. Have a good night. Have a good rest of the stream. Thank you, Scotty. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much. I just think the time when we will have to work for our sats is closer than we think. We are lucky we have the luxury buy outright from anywhere to buy. Yes. Yes. Sure do. We know what he's doing, Lauren. DCA suggestion was for someone who has a quote unquote plan for Bitcoin to reach a certain price before buying. Never going to happen. Wait forever. LOL. Ari Spears, yes. What about him? You like Ari Spears? I just checked and I can get 16 million almost Satoshi if I smash by now, or 15.8 million sats. Man, listen. Oh man. You couldn't tell me not to do that. I'd do it, sir. That's completely up to you. I'm hustling now. I'm hustling for my sats now. That's right. Sharon, tell them, honey. Tell them. All right, let's do some spins and we'll call it a night, man. We've been here 3 hours. Oh, we got one more spin left. 601. Then we'll do the all or nothing game, guys. Appreciate you guys being here. 601. I used to like him. He's just sad now. Ari Spears? Why'd you bring him up? What did I say to bring Ari Spears up? Why wait, bro? Get it now. Yeah. Your first 15 million or your best 15 million, exactly. Don't let them bully you, VHF, LOL. Yeah, you do what you want, bro. It's your money, man. You do what you want, brother. Man, listen, it's a no-brainer. That's what I'm saying, y'all. Not financial advice. Are you here, sir? We're about to play the all or nothing game. I'm going to let you good ladies and gentlemen go ahead and handle your business for the rest of the night. Thank you guys so much for being here. Bit Tech, LOL. He was one of the videos of. Oh, okay. Got it. Oh, yeah, I see him. This fool. Yeah. Yeah. The peer pressure is intense. Don't feel it, man. Not financial advice. All right, let me take you off the wheel, bro. You ain't here. You're not here. Let's do it again. Let's spin it. Let's see who wins it. Last block spin. And all or nothing. Samantha. Congratulations. Got it. I didn't even see the peer-to-peer pressure. I mean, I'm about to smash buy me some sats, but you do you, LOL. Exactly. You do you, brother. All right, that's it for the wheel spins. Now it's time for the all or nothing game. Gonna put 4 1000s up here. Well, let's do it. This is the all or nothing game, our favorite time of the night. Damn, I was close. You was, bro. You was. VHF in deep thought now. The only mistake is not being in BTC. Waiting for a better price makes the fiat mentality come alive. Have peace and put on the orange glasses while you save and sound money. Exactly. Samantha, woohoo. Thanks. No doubt, Samantha. All right. All or nothing game. Can we do an all or nothing without Jen? I know it's weird, isn't it? Isn't it, Lauren? Very weird. Again, today is Monday, July 21st, 2025. Thank you guys so much for being here. The all or nothing game is just an extra game that I play for the people that stayed this long and listen to me yap for 3 hours. I appreciate you. So I'm going to do 4 winners, 4 spins. There's 4 chances to win 1,000 sats. I'm going to spin the wheel. If it lands on your name, you can keep your 100 sats. Keep it. Or go for it all. And if you don't win, it's nothing. But it rolls over to the next one. So let's see how it happens. Great advice, Bodie. Yeah. Yes, Lauren. I want it all. That's right. So again, it is Monday, July 21st, 2025. The first spin for the all or nothing. Good luck, and let's spin it. Let's see who can win it. Commercial break. Daily buy just went through, guys. 847 sets. $1. 100% Bitcoin, 100% VHF. Nearly 100% of Bitcoin buyers have not lost money in 16 years. Yeah. Love your neighbor. That's right. LOL, Sharon. She wants it all. Commercial break. It's on you, brother. You're the first winner. What would you like to do? You want to keep that 100? You want to spin it? You want to spin it? Definitely got to be here to win this one. Give those to Emily. Okay. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. I'm going to sleep on it, fam. Thank you for all your advice. No doubt, bro. No doubt. Emily, you got 100 sats. You want to spin it or you want to keep it, man? I know Emily's here. She's probably working out. What you want to do, Ems? I know you're in the chat now. I lost 300 in BTC 2023. Lost my seed phrase. Oh, man. Is it still $300? For show, family. I don't know if Emily's here. I'm just going to give Emily the 100. She got to be here for this game, though. Keep, Jerry. Okay. Emily, keep. All right. Emily's keeping 100. Let's see what player 2 gets on the second spin. If you ain't sure, BJ, you can always smash by half and see how you feel a week later for the rest. Yeah. Secure TB. Hey, speaking of that, there's your daughter. She wins it. I think I will start buying, though. Better to have exposure to the upside than holding fiat. No doubt about that. Thank you all. Oh, man, I'm so happy you're doing that, VHF. Man, that's so smart, bro. Emily, almost flipper, yes. What's your daughter want to do, GOW? She want to keep it or what? VHF. You want to keep that 100? You want to go for the 1,000? Or you want to gamble? What you want to do? Keep, okay. Secure said keep it. She said I ain't gambling. No doubt. No doubt. Let's do it again. Player 3, you're up. Price was 25K. I refuse to do the math. Don't do the math, bro. Oh my God. Arnie. In the long run, let it be your decision, though, VHF. Yeah. Easy math is 300 times 5, sir. Or 4.5, something like that. Does Arnie want to spin it, Jerry? Whoa, bro, you got us sweating over here. I know, right? Arnie, what you want to do? 1 bark for keep, 2 barks for a spin. Wow, Jerry. Sorry, Otis. Sorry. Yeah, Otis. You should have told me that, man. Arnie says, give it to Mrs. Nakamoto. Okay. Thank you. I would love to hear him say that. That's 2x for Arnie tonight, right? Yeah. I was fortunate enough to get an inheritance. 99% of that went into Bitcoin. I still DCA. Exactly. Arnie winning. Yeah. Samantha, you got 100 sats. What you want to do with it, honey? Arnie, he's late again. Yes. You want to keep your 100? Samantha, you want to spin it? VHF, listen to us. Don't be a free thinker, LOL. Listen to the free thinkers. Oh, it is, yeah. Arnie's right on time, Sharon. Samantha, ever told you I dated some girl named Samantha? Jor got in my head I wasn't stacking hard enough. Yes. Keep the gift from Arnie. Nice. All right, everybody. Nobody's spending for the 1,000. All right. 3 winners. 3 players. Dean, so you're a whole coiner? Ooh. Jor, LOL. Player 4, you're up. Multi-corner? That's what I'm here for, technician. Jor got in my head I wasn't stacking hard enough. Yeah. Yes, he will. Multi-corner? Hoda says. Triple B's. I don't think she's here, though. Oh, yes, she is. Woo-woo. My bad, Triple B's. You got 100 sats, man. I'm guessing you want to keep it? Make it a trifecta? I mean, a quadfecta? You want to keep the 100 or you want to spend it for 1,000? It's the all or nothing game, man. Best name on the channel. Bitcoin Bacon Booty. Otis said, Dean must be a whale. Okay. I'll keep whenever I don't lose. Yes. Otis is a multi-corner. Home, Jim, Rich. That's right. All right. Triple B's won. We got 4 winners, 4 players and 4 winners. Congratulations to everybody. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. I know some other people are going to say, oh, I know what you're going to say. And we're out of here, guys. I appreciate you coming. And this right here, for those of you that don't know, this is the United States debt clock, ladies and gentlemen. We're in some serious debt, if you haven't noticed. That number right there in the top right-hand corner, right underneath my QR code, that is the U.S. national debt. Sounds like everyone's ready to go anyways. I think so, Jor. I'm broke, Jor. I drive a Honda. You should see my car. I am not a whole coiner. Inheritance got split 3 ways with my siblings, and I gave $30K to my baby's mama. Ooh, 37 trillion, Frankie D. Tell him, Frankie. Wow, yes. Australian dollars, folks. Yes, I know. It ain't that strong. I get it. Good game winners. Thank you, Jared. Have a great night, everyone. No doubt, Grasshopper. Thanks for the stream again, Jerry. Take care of yourselves tonight. Yes, no doubt. But before you leave, I got to tell you guys something before you go. This right here is the U.S. debt clock. It's showing how much we owe, and we owe a lot, $37 trillion. This right here, ladies and gentlemen, is a copy of the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence. This Declaration of Independence was written in the summer of 1776 by Thomas Jefferson on July 2nd, 1776, and it got in power on July 4th, 1776. Thomas Jefferson was our 3rd president, and this man was a great man. He was a walking contradiction, though, Thomas Jefferson. He was a guy that fought against John Adams, our 2nd president, because he thought the centralized power in the government was not good. But when he became president, he got a little power thirsty, okay? And he kind of became a contradiction because he did something. He bought and he spent money that he wasn't supposed to in Congress. He attacked some ships that he wasn't supposed to do without Congress, and he also bought. He spent, I believe, $18 million on the Louisiana Purchase without Congress's permission. So he was even spending money. The man that said he didn't want to do it. Great president. His first term was crazy. It was really good. His second term was kind of, But even him, he said that one day he predicted the Federal Reserve with the federal bank, and it happened. We had sound money from 1789 when George Washington became president. When he was sworn in, it was backed by gold back then. Our dollars from 1789 to 1913. That's when the Federal Reserve came into play. On the Federal Reserve, there's nothing federal about them. They're not federal, and they do not have any reserves. But they control our monetary policy for some reason. And ever since they've been here, they've been messing up our dollars. They've been printing more dollars than we had gold in the vaults. And in 1933, our president, FDR, put us on the executive order 6102, confiscated the people's gold that, let's just say the sheep that gave their gold up. And they priced it from $20.62 to $34, $35 the very next year in 1934. Do you call that theft? I do. I really do. Jor is a whole coin for sure. Do you see how relaxed he is on these dip days? LOL. Jerry is too. I have no idea what you're talking about. Good night. Have a good night. Gonna finish my homework. Get ready for work tomorrow. Nice. No doubt. Have a good night, all. Gonna fish. Good night, man. Good morning. He must be related to Trump. Yeah. Man, the view outside George's window. The man's living. Yes, he is. Good night, man. Yes. And 1933, that happened. You know, they repriced the gold and started printing even more money. You know, this was 1971 before 1971, 1933. But then 1944 happened. World War II ended, and they had to restructure the monetary system globally and say, well, who's going to hold the power? Well, the U.S. has the most gold, allegedly. So, you know, we trust them. They helped out everybody in the war, and they're a powerful country. So, you know what? Let's make the dollar as good as gold. Do you believe that? I don't. That was called the Bretton Woods Agreement in 1944. Then from 1944 to 1971, 26 years. There's a lot of things going on. And then Richard Nixon, who was a great president, by the way. No doubt, George. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Very much, brother. He got caught with his hands in the cookie jar. They just kept passing it down to him. It's like musical chairs, passing it down to him, passing it. And now every time we look at the history books and we see that famous speech he did on August 15th, 1971, Sunday night, when the Bonanza show was on, that popped up. And I'm working. Okay, I'm working. Go. Grandson just pops in here. And he gets the blame for it. Every time they show the things, he gets the blame for it. And again, he gets a bad rap for that. This was already happening before he was there. And France came over with a battleship to New York City in July, I believe, in 1971, and said, we want the gold. Forget them dollars. And Richard Nixon's and his administration, they obliged and said, well, what do we do now? We had to be, quote unquote, temporarily taken off the gold standard. And the rest was history, because you know what happened. The WTF happened in 1971. But since then, we printed a lot more money. We went into a lot more debt, and the dollar's been a lot more debased. Then the great financial crisis happened, 2008 and 2009, and you know what happened? The great bailout, and in 2008, a new money was created. There was a instruction paper written on Halloween or November 1st, wherever you were in the world, 2008 or 2008, October 31st or November 1st. And it was an instruction manual. And it looked a lot like the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution had a baby. That's what it looked like. It was declaring its independence from the monetary system. And it gave instructions how to use it, just like the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution. But it was a monetary baby. That was almost 17 years ago, folks. This system right here, this broken system, has been around since 1913, 22 years old? Something like that. I'm not a mathematician. It's 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a spending problem in this country. Period. End of story. We spend more than we make. That's the problem. And when you spend more than you make, what happens? You borrow more and you print more. That's what happens. We are at 37.133 trillion in debt right now. And if you are a good little boy or little girl, you owe $323,000. And what do I mean by that? Well, you went on the indoctrination plan and said, hey, go to school, get good grades, do whatever your teacher tells you to do. And then when you come out, you're going to get a good, safe, secure job. Sounds like an oxymoron. Sounds like a bag of a jumbo shrimp. Never made sense to me when I saw that. Jumbo shrimp? You came out and you got on the 40x, 5x plan, 40 times 5. What do I mean? You're going to go to work for 40 hours. They're going to take 40% of your pay. And by the way, in 2020 and 2021, they're going to print and make 40% of the money supply out of thin air because we had a flu going around. Remember that? They gave out all those stimulus checks. Remember those? Where are those at now? What good are those doing you now? You're going to do that for 40 years, ladies and gentlemen, and you're going to end up with a broken $40 watch. Now, they say the United States of America is a democracy. I didn't vote for that. Did you? And that's the problem, ladies and gentlemen. We make $5 trillion a year and we spend $7 trillion a year. I'm not a mathematician here, guys. The math ain't mathing. Our 4 biggest line items right here above my head: Medicare, Medicaid, $1.7 trillion. Over there, Social Security, which won't be around, they say. Some studies say from starting maybe 2032 to the latest 2035. We spend so much on that, $1.5 trillion on Social Security. On the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, $914 billion, just under $1 trillion. But the thing that's going to pass all these things, if we don't clean it up, is the interest on that $37 trillion that you owe $323,000 of. The interest on that. We're paying more in interest on our debt than we are on our military. When the money is broken, that's not right, and that's what happens. So what do we do about it? Well, remember that when that Declaration of Independence and that Constitution made that monetary baby I told you about on Halloween, October 31st, 2008? Well, that thing launched, that baby launched officially on January 3rd, 2009. 16 and a half years ago. 16 years old versus 122. But this 16-year-old is dangerous, boy. Very dangerous. Not dangerous to us, dangerous to this broken system. It's the complete opposite of this. You can't print it. You can't stop it. Unconfiscatable. You can put it in your brain, go anywhere in the world, and no one can stop you. That's a hell of a system. You talking about fair and balanced? You have to be fiscally conservative. Not like the Democrats and the Republicans pretend to be. Republicans are not fiscally conservative. Just because they only want to spend 3.2 versus the Democrats spending 3.8, that's not fiscally conservative. You're just spending a little less than the people that spend like drunken sailors. But here's the thing, guys. There's only one way to defeat this program, this broken program. We've kicked the can down the road a long time, ladies and gentlemen, a very long time, 122 years. I think it's time to stop it. Trump did try to stop it, by the way. He kicked it to the bond market for a little while. That didn't work. Then he tried to say, well, let me start the Doge Department of Government Efficiency. They found a waste, fraud, and abuse, but guess what happened? They couldn't stop it. Elon Musk, the most powerful, richest man in the world, got eaten up and spit out by the blob. Our government's too big. 450 departments in 249 years. Again, that math ain't mathing. The government is too big. And we need to shrink it down. There's only one way to do it, guys. To shrink it down, break this system, pay off the national debt, stop inflation, and to make sure that your family and friends and your loved ones are set for generations to come. And this new can will make sure that all those things will happen. And if I had to take a guess, I'm pretty sure you guys already know what that is. It's the best way to save. And for me, the only way to save. And that's Bitcoin. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I appreciate it. All the zaps, the fun, the comments. I'm a professional comment reader now. I appreciate you so much, guys. Seriously, the love, the support. We're on for 7 days a week now. We're doing it. We're doing it. The zaps are so important to me. But what's even more important is you're giving me the most precious thing you have, and that's your time, because you can't get that back. You can spend sats and buy them back. You can't spend time and get it back. So I really appreciate that. Same time, same bat channel tomorrow. 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 o'clock Pacific. And we'll be talking about whatever the latest news is. But until then, and as you guys know, I love each and every one of you, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace and love, guys.